confidence. When I got the way roll like hips and take back sip on it. Take a trip on it. When I got you can go slow. Wind it up all night. Baby, take your time. Let me know I want. When you turn me around, I want. When the neighbors yell turn down. We keep it going. Like bum bum bum. Throw it back then rotation. Cigarettes and the season. Shine bright as that season. Girl, you know you are a jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. We know like me. We know shine bright like royalty. We know still keep us the guarantee. And why? So kind of your neck is cold. You been waiting on me to solve it. Solve it, solve it for me. And last weekend, you had me thinking, almost kidding to lift my head up. Like bum, bum, bum. Throw it back then rotation. Cigarettes and the season. Shine bright as that season. Girl, you know you are a jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Can't you? Yeah, you make me feel like we could do. Oh, you make me feel like we could do it all over again, all over again. Can't you? Yeah, you make me feel like we could do. Oh, you make me feel like we could do it all over again, all over again. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Sounding like you're wasting every time.
Oh my mate, hey, you made a permanent home in my head. You moving like a goddess, come my way, my way, my way. Your hips on the move, only a real one can do what you do. I caught a body, but you was the shooter. Damn, shot me down one time. Now you wanna hug me down, long time. Funny how the love can change sometimes. So we say, hey, back up and back up. I'm pulling up on you. Let me show you my world. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got me. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my,
Adicto a ti, mi flaca. Tu cuerpo sacude como un maraca. Te miro y miro, eso sube y baja. Como en Caracas.
told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just
Hello. What's going on? We got a different stream for tonight. We have a very different stream tonight. Shout out to Sharky in the building. We got Handling Jones in the building. What's going on? Shout out for the Professor Nez reference. So today, if you don't know, we had a I consider it a terrorist attack. domestic terrorist attack. We had the attack on the Brooklyn trains. It was the N train in Sunset Park area of Brooklyn. During the event, an individual on the train, put on a gas mask, threw a smoke bomb inside of the train, and then while inside of the train, opened fire on the people inside of the train. So as of right now, there are no fatalities. There are no fatalities, but there are 29 injured, and there are what can I say? 2 critically injured as of now that I know of. So it may have changed, but that's what I know of so far, right? So with that being said, they finally ID'd a suspect, a person of interest by the name of Frank R. James, right? So here's Frank R. James right here on the screen, right? He was first listed as 5'5", then officially came out as 6'6". So not much else is known besides the fact that he's from PA, rented a U-Haul truck, then somehow brought the U-Haul truck to Brooklyn, then walked over to Brooklyn, yada, 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 commenced on the attack. Now, I'm going to read a little bit of the story from here, but what I really want to talk about is his YouTube channel. So this guy has a YouTube channel, and his YouTube channel is very interesting indeed. And I want everyone to see this. To see this for themselves. Okay? So first, let me just go ahead and hurry up with the article. So, Frank R. James ID'd as person of interest in Brooklyn subway shooting. A man who rallied against Mayor Adams and made bizarre threatening rants on YouTube has been identified as a person of interest in the savage Brooklyn subway attack. Right? In a savage Brooklyn subway attack that injured at least 29 people Tuesday morning. Frank James, who warned last month that he was entering the danger zone, rented a U-Haul van tied to the N-train attack in Sunset Park and is being sought for questioning. Mr. Mayor, I'm a victim of your mental health program, James said in one lengthy video. I'm 63 now, full of hate, full of anger, and full of bitterness. He also criticized the mayor for not doing more to combat homelessness. Eric Adams, what are you doing, brother? What's happening with this homeless situation? He said, while referring to the subway. Every car I went to was loaded with homeless people. It was so bad I couldn't even stand. I had to keep moving from car to car. James said in the videos that he had a diagnosed mental illness and rallied against what he called the horror show of the city's mental health services. What's going on in that place is violence, he said, about a facility he claimed to receive care from. Not physical violence, he claimed, but the kind of violence a child experiences in grade school that would make him go get a gun and shoot motherfuckers. Mother effers, whichever one works better. The person of interest ranted about race issues and claimed that the Russian invasion of Ukraine was proof that black people were treated with disdain in society. These white mother effers, this is what they do, he said. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they kill and commit genocide against each other. What do you think they're going to do to your black ass? In his rambling conspiracy theory, James claimed that a race war would follow the ongoing conflict in Europe. It's just a matter of time before these white mother effers decide, hey, listen, enough is enough. These niggers got to go, he said. What are you going to do? You going to fight, and guess what? You going to die, because unlike President Zelensky over in Ukraine, nobody has your back. The whole world is against you, and you're against your effing self. So why would you be alive again is this effing question. Why should a nigger be alive? I'm just going to say N-word. I don't feel like keep repeating that. be alive on the planet besides to pick cotton or chop sugarcane or tobacco. The online options James could find, he claimed, was to commit more violence or become a criminal. And so the message to me is I should have gotten a gun and just started shooting mother effers, he said. Or I should have gotten some dope and started shooting and started hitting women in the head, robbing old ladies. You know what the F it is. The key to James' van was found at the scene of the crime, as was a credit card that rented the vehicle out of Philadelphia, cops and law enforcement officers sources said. Cops believe that James was living out of the U-Haul because his clothing and personal care products were inside. It is unclear if James is the suspected gunman, the department said. Authorities said 10 of the injured commuters had been wounded by gunfire. The gunman had been on the run for hours before police uncovered a crucial clue. The van, which had Arizona plates, was located on West 3rd Street near Kings Highway late Tuesday afternoon, sources said. Police have launched a massive manhunt for the shooter. So it's also been released that that van had his jacket, his credit card, his ID, all his information. How convenient. Police have launched a massive manhunt for the shooter and revealed the surveillance cameras at the Sunset Park subway station were not working at the time of the assault. How convenient. Law enforcement officers said, blah, 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 blah. We're going to get him. He had a gas mask and an orange-green vest and mistook for an MTA worker. Blickety-bloppity bloop. We're done. Okay, good evening to you in the chat. Number one grinder. Salute to you guys. I'm sorry I was reading the article. I wasn't looking at the screen. Salute to number one grinder. We got the big Pontiac. My friend, Raining Woman, is in the building. Keystone. I want everyone to pay attention. Oh, snap, a black dude astonished. I want everybody to pay attention because he has a YouTube channel. His channel is The Prophet of Truth 88. And I'm going to cut the music for a second. We're going to just cut the music for a second because there's no need for the music on this one. We're going to cut the music for a second. I'm curious. Was this guy radicalized on Black YouTube? Now, let me explain why. Taking a look at his YouTube channel presents some very interesting things, right? Let's look at the channels that he watches, right? Just to get a sense. So we got Hassan Campbell up there, RCDC World, nothing. We got Monty Woodgrain, okay, The Real Charleston White, okay, Sinful the P, King Kong Consciousness, The Star Report. Let's look at these channels for a second. Okay, Real Black TV, The T, we got Shane Dawson, we got Willie D, we got the Black Authority up there. Okay, we got some King Academics is up here. These are his channels that he watches, right? These are some of his channels that he watches, right? We got DJ Academics again, Flavor Flav, the Bloggers Purge Show, right? We got, what is this? Okay, so we got some interesting YouTube channels that he watched, right? And we're closing it out with Democracy Now, okay? So these are the channels that he watches. This is his. Now let's look at his content, right? Let's look at his content for a second. So this is his YouTube channel where people can go and kind of look at what was going through this man's mind, right? Like, what is he about? Sounds wacky as Charlie Manson or the Unabomber, right? So let's take a look at some of these videos, right? Look what we got up here. We got it looks like he was a fan of David Carroll. Ooh. He doesn't. Did someone say Flavor Flav? Kevin Samuels too. You saw Kevin Samuels? Keep it techie. I didn't see Kevin Samuels. Did you see Kevin Samuels? Hold on. Let's do Kevin Samuels. Where's it at? Oh, look at that. Kevin Samuels. He doesn't watch my. Yeah, he don't watch your channel, Rain. Like he don't watch your channel. I'm sorry. I watch your channel. He's a fan of David Carroll.
And you've seen the title of this video. And again, this is y'all's Valentine's Day, and I'm sitting back and I'm listening to all these Negroes, and they talking about what they gonna get their girlfriend and they wife.
Now, there aren't many people, right, who would be a fan of David Carroll and not be able to be placed in a certain group or niche on YouTube, right? So he's a fan of David Carroll. He does his videos like David Carroll. We got Kevin Samuels up here. So
I'm gonna tell you from the jump, this is a jumping on the bandwagon video.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw Kevin Samuels.
Jumping on the bandwagon. The Kevin Samuels bandwagon.
Wow. Jumping on the Kevin Samuels bandwagon.
Let me throw my 2 cents in.
Yeah.
And that he is this term he uses, a high value.
Wow. Who else we got up here? Let's see. Let me put this back up. Let's see. So, Breonna Taylor. He does Breonna Taylor videos. Now,
white homo supervisor, Dave, who allowed her to do what the fuck she wanted to do to me because I identified as being a heterosexual male. But the police not to find her fucking fathead daughter and blow her motherfucking black brains all over the sidewalk.
Ooh.
Because they hate her and they have a feeling they don't like her, she's black. That's not supposed to happen. Here is the problem with the fucking stinking nigga.
Oh.
While you're crying and whining about oppression and how they hate you, they hate you.
Okay.
And they ain't gonna stop hating you.
Yeah, let me know. Go ahead.
Watching TV last night, what they doing? New York City. A car drives through, he just happened.
Interesting. Right? Is it safe to say, right? Here come the David Carroll type video.
All right, I'm back again.
He does it with the glasses, with the shades on, with the hat on. There we go, Brother Polite up here. We got Brother Polite.
All right, so somebody asked me to
Who asked you?
if I was going to do a video on Brother Polite and the situation that he's in with this young girl, where it looks like, according to Roy, this I guess you can call, it wasn't even a family.
This is interesting. Is it safe to say that he was radicalized, or part of his mental illness was amplified with Black YouTube? Dare I even say it? I can't. I don't want to say it. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? Or I don't even want to say it. Dare I say it? This is interesting, right? This is interesting because when you look at the content, look, he got the Black History Month rant. He should have calmed down by watching my channel. I think he should have. I don't know. Maybe. And now I am become deaf.
We're joined now by Dr.
Prophet of Doom. That was the last one. Well, I still have that one. Prophet of Doom 888. Get a chance to go and subscribe to that. But I think I started out with a Prophet of Doom 088. No, I started with Prophet of Doom 88.
Wow.
The days of Flintstones. Literally. Not figuratively.
This is March.
Everything wiped out. If you should survive the nuclear winter, these nations that have weapons.
He's talking about, I think I tried to listen to him before, and you came across his channel. Is this a Black Manosphere content creator? I am the Prophet of Doom. His last video was Domesticated Averages.
right, so let's talk about this guy. You can see he's in tears now. You can see the breakdown that he did in front of the court when he realized he was getting life without parole. And I've always, every time I watch this video, one thing that I say, you know, I think about when watching this is that this video, and videos, I know there's more like them out there. They should compile these videos with these breakdowns and show them in every, you know, middle school possible. Because it might just dissuade somebody. It could be some sort of deterrent.
Let's check out the comment section. Oh, he got a lot of comments on this one.
Think twice before you pull that trigger, because you got a lot of kids now.
Yeah.
Obviously have a lot of access to guns. And the first thing we want to do.
So he seems to be mild sometimes and not mild other times.
Niggas, I call them curve watches.
You know, and there's nothing going to change that. Whatever I say.
This is interesting, right? This is interesting because this is, I would say, at the very minimum, a black YouTube connoisseur and content creator being connected to a domestic terrorist attack, right? Now, the media does not want to consider this to be a terrorist attack because usually terrorists aren't you know, black men, and they don't want to label black men as domestic terrorists when they do terrorist activities because of whatever agenda they have to proceed with, right? So they're not labeling it a terrorist attack, even though it was clearly a terrorist attack. It was planned and executed. It caused massive amount of injuries. Luckily, thank God, no fatalities as of yet, right? And because he has a YouTube channel that is still up and functional and that you can find and look at the content, you yourself can look at the videos and look at the channels that he watched, right? Doggy Diamonds. Yo, he in the truck in one of the videos. You know what? That's right. Let's see. You know what? I think you're right. I did play a video where he was in a truck. So they said he rented the U-Haul truck. He had it for a while. So let's see if we could find the video where he was in the truck, right?
Day of 2000. Have a fucking.
Okay.
Oh, the African. No, you. Well, what are you? You're a fucking African. You're from somewhere in Africa. Your DNA, the major part of your DNA, emanates from somewhere in Africa.
Let's see if we could find one with him in the truck. So he has a place on the road again. Okay, here go the U-Haul truck.
Hey, what's happening, Prophet Doom? With you, just do a real fast video. As you got, well, you can see I'm sitting in my van. I got the Penske van. We got that this morning. I'm leaving town Monday.
Okay, so it was a Penske van, not a U-Haul truck. So he switched it eventually. He said he's in a Penske van. His last video was crazy as fuck. What's going on, Citizen Lou?
My federal tax money didn't come in. They had something happened and it didn't go to the bank. It's supposed to be a direct deposit. It didn't go through.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so they're mailing me a check. And the fucking check is still in the fucking mail. They mailed it out Friday or Thursday, possibly. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, his video,
you know,
I am here. Let me go back. Let me see. You said I am here is the video. Let me find that video. Junkie. Is that the name of the video that I should? Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
It was done, you know, by the clerk.
This looks like a cover story. It looks like a cover story. It's very weird.
I'm in Fort Wayne,
so here's the truck.
Indiana.
That's the truck.
How many niggas in Fort Wayne, Indiana? Not many.
That's him in the truck right there.
It's a real thing, and it's getting worse every day. That's for a separate video. So check out the room before you unpack. So if you have to change, you don't want to get all unpacked, get uncomfortable, and realize you ain't got no hot water, or the toilet don't flush, or there's no heat, or whatever, air conditioning in the motherfucker. You don't want to do that. And here's the other thing. you may not want to believe this or do this, but I realized this hotel I'm at now made me realize you got to do it. You got to sanitize the room yourself. Fuck what they say, because
they was dealing with homelessness.
The hotel I'm at now, he sent me to a room that sells comforter, all that shit all over the fucking, the furniture in the bathrooms, on the fixtures and shit. Let it sit there for 5 minutes and I wipe every fucking thing. Well, not the bed sheets, because that's
shout out to Ricky.
This is all surface disinfectant, so you spray it on the surface, it'll disinfect it. But I wiped everything out anyway, especially like in the bathroom. And yeah, man, I had to fucking do it. I had to do it because you go in these places, you never know, especially if it's real cheap. I didn't look to see when I just saw the gas station, but I didn't look and see. What the fuck's wrong with I thought there was something wrong with my phone. So I wanted to call Spectrum, but I couldn't get through to them. Gang culture is permeating through the black community and it's affecting everybody in a negative fucking way.
Okay.
You cannot have a situation where you have a bunch of bitches. Just shitting out fucking babies without no rhyme or reason. Because you wanted some dick and a nigga didn't want to wear a condom, and now you turn her pregnant. Instead of you having a abortion, you decide to keep them because you can get on welfare. Even if you're working, it's the same thing. And no, there should be no such thing. It was single mother, nothing.
FBI, open up!
Ooh, that sounds like a talking point that we hear quite often from a certain space on YouTube. Let's go ahead. Let's hear Frankie. Let's hear Frankie.
That's sick and unnatural. Of course, you don't. If you're sick to begin with, how the fuck would you know that's sick? You wouldn't know that's sick.
All right.
You think that's normal when it's not.
Go ahead.
Because we live under unnatural conditions.
Okay, go ahead.
Was slavery a natural condition? Was the way we kept under slavery a natural condition? Was that a natural, normal condition? No, the fuck it was not.
No.
So what makes you think this is now?
Okay.
What makes you think all of a sudden we're living under some natural, normal conditions?
Go ahead.
And here's our problem as a so-called people. We just refuse to understand. There's no future here.
There's no future here in America. Okay.
This thing is about to be over one way or the other.
All right.
It's either going to be over completely, or it's going to be over as we know it and be rebuilt into something else.
All right.
Which I believe is going to be the case. I believe that's what the setup is right now.
All right.
This war in Ukraine is to do exactly what I told you is going to happen.
Okay.
This thing has to be collapsed.
Yes.
Reshaped, resized. The population has to be reduced.
Oh, okay.
That's my theory about what's about the next phase of this shit is. And white, black, doesn't matter. They don't understand. The World Trade Center showed you that also. They don't give a fuck about no white.
Okay.
They don't give a fuck about whether it's white. But it'll definitely be, what we've done is learn how to mimic and imitate the best behavior of white folk, even like gasoline. UK fuckers are going to be jumping off of roofs. You're going to have to look up to make sure somebody's not jumping and about are on my mind. I'm just trying to.
So he's at the very least, he's a radicalized black YouTubian.
Getting to my final destination safely, and it has hypersonic motherfucking missiles that goes 5 to 7 times.
Okay.
Forces black people has been a time to be a thoughtless motherfucker, unless you want to pick some cotton. Fuck, get my fucking cotton picked. Fuck you. Go pick my cotton. Go chop my sugar cane. That's why the fuck you exist. Unless you want to make some serious changes and adjustments, which you don't want to do.
Okay.
You don't want to be free no more than my pet dog wants to be a motherfucking wolf, which is a true and a real and a free dog. Well, I got it back. I forgot when. I think I got it back in 2000. Did all of that shit, but it didn't last that long. But
at least he doesn't talk about the gynocracy. I mean, stop one complete. Wow, let's see what we got here. That's the truck. Eeyore, what's going on, bro?
We're going to find the fuck out. And so as I leave the state of Wisconsin, about to be back in the state of Illinois, all I can say is good riddance. Keep it out another day, and just ride around or whatever. Because and then I also got to check into a hotel because my A most because I'm saying A can't shit it. My whatever that shit is wants to do to Ukrainian people. He's killing baby. While you focus on me, I ain't got shit. You ain't got shit. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. But your hate is focusing on me, and it's with a black bitch too. A stinking black bitch.
Ooh. A stinking black bitch. Ooh.
Emotional damage.
Oh, a stinking black bitch. Okay, go ahead.
It's hate for me and wants to attack and do harm against me. You ought to die. You ought to be.
Oh. Okay, we getting somewhere again. Whoa.
And nigga, your hoe, after all that shit you talked, while you focus on me, I ain't got shit. You ain't got shit. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. But your hate is focusing on me. And it's with a black bitch too.
A black bitch, okay.
A stinking black bitch.
A stinking black bitch.
Has hate for me and wants to attack and do harm against me. You ought to die.
Oh.
You ought to be fucking incinerated, you black stinking bitch.
Bruh.
And everything you do ought to go with you.
Bruh.
You got life fucked up.
Bruh.
You got what it is to be a woman and a human being fucked up. You got
Bruh.
freedom fucked. You got everything fucked up.
Bruh.
And what's happening in this day and time proves it, because you're about to die.
Bruh.
The threat of death's hanging over your head and everything you know and love.
Bruh.
So hate me. Look down your nose at me. Tell me what I'm not as a human being. You worthless fucking black bitch.
Bruh.
Be my guest.
Bruh.
Whoosh.
Bruh.
And there you go, down the fucking tubes. Like the fucking human turd you are. Or that you've been turned into and are glad to be. And don't realize you fucking are. What else are you?
Yeah, tell
Have
us.
nothing, want nothing, do nothing, just shitting fucking babies out.
Go ahead.
That can be destroyed at any minute of the day because it makes you feel like a woman.
Go ahead.
Bruh.
Or it makes you feel like a man.
Go ahead.
Bruh.
You're a piece of shit. You're a turd in a toilet.
Go ahead.
This is my post-traumatic stress is kicking in right now.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
so happy.
Oh, okay.
I'm not happy, but I'm glad. I feel a sense.
Teddy, what's going on, baby?
I've seen a side of human beings, they need to die.
Human beings need to die.
Suffer and drop fucking dead.
Okay.
Because if they were good people, if these people, we wouldn't be going through this.
Interesting.
But there's something, I don't call it karma, call it the fuck you want, I don't know what the fuck it is. That's what I say. I had plans to do things to people. I don't need plan to do shit. Do what to you? It's about to happen. In a way, I wouldn't even wish, even on the worst, the motherfucker I hate the worst, I wouldn't wish this on them. What's about to really happen?
What's going to happen?
Not even 3. If that motherfucker just drops, let's say even 5, 4, 1 nuclear bomb anywhere in this country.
You talking about nuclear war?
It's over. FEMA camp time.
Is this the guy who committed the attacks on the Brooklyn train system today?
White people in this country, because I'm getting tired of you.
You getting tired of white people?
I'm
Okay.
a fucking nigga.
All
I'm
right.
getting tired of looking at a fucking stinking nigga.
Okay. Wow.
Getting worse and worse at just bitches just shitting fucking babies out that have no sense of shit. Again, eat, sleep, shit, piss, fuck, fight, talk, and start shit. And what the fuck else do you do?
Bruh.
Why should you be here? Why should you allow this be stay in this motherfucker?
Bruh.
Make a fucking reason. Make a reason up. It's not gonna suffice.
Wow.
Because the motherfuckers see the same thing I see.
Wow.
And one more or the other have every intention of getting rid of your fucking ass.
YouTube going to
Just
be
like
shut down soon.
European Jews were gotten rid of in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And they had no right to do what they did to them. Hitler had no right to do what he had to do to them Jews.
Absolutely not.
White motherfucker here has every right to kill you.
Oh, wow.
Every right to kill. Why? Because he created you.
Oh, he did?
Like Dr. Frankenstein created the Frankenstein monster. You're his fucking creation.
Mm.
You're not African, you're not a European. You're some cross between the motherfuckers.
Okay.
Which makes you a human mule.
Okay.
Which makes you a human fucking mule.
All right.
There is no such thing as a black European, but that's what you are. That's what you created to be.
Now, black European, that sounds very familiar. And if you know where I'm going, you know that sounds very familiar to this gentleman's video that he has posted on his channel all the way down here. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He had him up here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nope. He had him up here. A nigga gotta do and a nigga gotta die. He got a George Floyd. He got Hassan Campbell up here. Where is that David Carroll video, though? That's who I want to get on the big screen real quick. We're going to find the David Carroll video, and we're going to listen to that David Carroll video, and we're going to see. Let's see where he at. David Carroll, A Harsh Reality.
Wise for Valentine's Day. Ordering flour. I ain't ordering no of that. I know without a shadow of a doubt I'm going to hell. I know when my life is over and I stand before God in judgment, which is what y'all believe, I know that God's going to tell me, oh, hell no. Fuck that. I mean, he ain't going to say hell no, fuck that. But he going to say, hell no, you got to go. So God is going to send me to hell.
Okay. All right.
Well, let me take that back because you got Christians who will say, well, God didn't send you to hell.
Impending death and the two things that he knew were inevitable, which, you know, was one that he wasn't going to get married, and two, one that he was going to die. And
so this is a son of David Carroll. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we found a lost child of David Carroll. Citizen Lou says he sounds exactly like the type of dudes that listen to David Carroll. Nick, what's going on? He sounds like the exact kind of person that listens to David Carroll.
Explain the fact that, you know, as you heard, he believed he was going to, of course, a funny story, funny way of saying, and I hope that he did get kicked out of hell and accidentally popped up in heaven, as he said. But yeah, so I've been asked, and I was planning on doing things in different aspects and different ways of looking at black women, the black church, the black community, period. That I had never really thought about. So he's important from that standpoint alone. You know, and like I said, and he's a funny dude. You heard he's a preacher, a teacher, and a comedian all wrapped up in the one.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
I bet he is.
He a little bit we call that shit, I don't know,
crazy.
When people feel that they're better than somebody else. He had this, I don't know if you call it narcissistic, I don't call it that, but he would often say he doesn't debate. He
doesn't debate his equal.
He'll only debate his intellectual equals.
Yeah.
He won't debate his intellect. And I guess you know, that's his right to feel that way. That he won't debate people that he feels.
That's interesting. That's interesting, right? Because I didn't say he had a son. I said this guy is a son of David Carroll because
in Europe, and they had no right to do what they did to them. That's all we are. That's all we are at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck how many get 1,000 degrees. I couldn't give a fuck. That doesn't change the facts of the matter.
There's a whole type of channel audit, right?
And which the foundation of your being is, which is slavery.
Okay. Let's come back here to this. We're gonna
those that are less intelligent than him or have less on the cap than he does. So he had that, you know, not a perfect human being at all by a long shot. You know, he had a lot of ways that, you know, very much to himself, people pointed out, you know. It always sounded like somebody's actually after him, or people actually watching him, you know, because he always pointed out the fact that he was in an area by himself and did have positive, non-confrontational, and it was all good with you, black female. I think his content would really turn you off. You wouldn't take the time to really listen to what exit off this planet.
His line of his train of thought when it came to black women at that time, it took me a while to really understand that he had a unique and a necessary perspective.
Oh, he did?
And of course, he's not the only one in the world that has a perspective.
No,
he's
not.
the only one that I've seen on YouTube that I can think of, maybe a few more, that talk about black women from his perspective.
Okay. Yeah,
and from his angle of thought.
while we listen to this drivel, I just want to point out again for the people that's watching, this is the suspect, Frank R. James. Same man here. Actually, that's the screenshot from the fucking YouTube channel. Frank R. James is a suspect in the Brooklyn subway shooting. Okay. He's a suspect in the Brooklyn subway shooting. And when you look at his YouTube channel, you see an interesting correlation through some of the content that he watched, right? Now, again, we're gonna play I'm gonna let you hear this guy, hear the shit that comes out of his mouth, and we're just gonna look at these channels.
Of thought on in terms of how they are,
right?
What they are capable of.
So,
what they have done as far as
let me just
the damage they have done in the black community.
Let me just point out again, right? So you can hear me. Why so I can have your attention, right? So what a lot of what he's saying are really talking points and narratives that are produced from what you can call black YouTube, right? Or manosphere type content. You have Fresh and Fit up here. You got Hassan Campbell up there. Who else we got? We're going to go down this list. We got Brian Solange up here. We got a Brian Solange. We got Monty Woodgrain. Who do I recognize up here? We have Charleston White. We got, who else do I recognize? We got Sinful to P, King Kong Consciousness. We got the man himself, Kevin Samuels, the Star Report. Who we got up here? Who else we got up here on this man's watch list? And it's not a lot of channels. Hot Mess History with T.I. said. Who else we got? We got fucking Shane Dawson. The Black Authority. We got Willie D. We got, who else we got up here that I recognize at least? Who else? We got Tasha K. King Academics. Who else we got up here, right? We got some notable people up here. Let's see. Who else we got. Lennon Honor, Tanya TKO, DJ Academics again, the Flavor Flav Show, Bloggers Purge Show. Oh my God. Right? So we have the Rapper Report. So we have, please tech. Yeah. I got it. I got it, Rainin. I got it, Rainin. I see. I got you. I got it, Rainin. So what I'm trying to understand is, right? Is this guy, would you consider him, see, he should have come to my channel and got some zen in his life. He talk about the subway in this video. Is this a black YouTube manosphere content creator consumer? Like, because I see some notable names that are a part of what you would consider black YouTube, most notably David Carroll. Now, he's not sub to David Carroll for whatever reason, right? He's not sub to him, right? But I want to hear this video and just look at these names. Like, this is the type of content that he watches. My man Super Sly. Sly, I was about to send this to you too. So this man is what we would consider a son of David Carroll, right? Repeating his talking points.
And again, this is y'all's Valentine's Day, and I'm sitting back and I'm listening to all these
And I'm just
videos,
trying to understand.
talking about what they gonna get their girlfriend and they wife.
Overdosed on the red pill while being homeless, living in a Penske truck, talking about these dirty black bitches.
Bruh.
These reproducing, shitting, and pissing
Bruh.
black bitches, right?
For Valentine's
A full
Day.
fan of Kevin Samuels and David Carroll and fresh and fit content creators who put their foot in these black bitches' asses.
Bruh.
Ordering flower. I ain't ordering no flowers to no female. She get any flowers for me, it's gonna be a dozen of dandelions. Are you serious?
Out facts about, you know, the ways that they are damaging. Wait, look at black women.
Okay, let's hear it.
Really are and what they really all about.
Tell us about these black women.
So I have to make this video because I do use his idioms. I do use his lexicon.
We can tell.
Now, I've used that line, put away hard, roll hard, put away wet a few times. You know, that worn out fucking chewed up snatch between your legs. I've used that a few times.
Okay, all right.
These other lines, I have to give him credit. You got to give credit where credit is due.
Okay, credit where credit is due.
Baby cow, giving credit where credit is due. I think I call it that. But I did it. So, just talking about. Sorry about all that. No, I'm on a fucking bridge here. Noisy as shit.
Ain't gonna be too many of these. Okay,
I have to cut this video short if we get any more noise.
Noted from my producer. Ain't gonna be too many of these. Ain't gonna be too many more of these B words. Noted from my producer.
Maybe what the fuck I'm saying. So yeah, we need to reinvent or rethink the way we think about black women.
Okay, all right.
And their role in the continuing dysfunction of the black community.
Oh, really? Okay.
They get too much credit for what's right.
All right.
And don't get enough credit for what the fuck is what's wrong.
Okay.
And I think that's one of the points that David makes.
David Carroll makes an excellent point, right? This is a black manosphere content creator. Red pill, black pill content creator. Chewed up snatch. That's right. Black women got a chewed up snatch between their legs, as said by David Carroll and as said by Frank R. James. So, talking about Hassan Campbell. This is wild. And you know what? You know what's so funny, right? I talked about this, right? I talked about this. And I said exactly the same. I said exactly this shit right here. It's only a matter of time till one of these people pop up on the big radar. I said it on Super Sly Show. It's only a matter of time. Kevin Samuels, the black female whisperer.
High value guy, which means he makes a lot of money, you know, and he lives a nice life. And this is what they want. This is what they're after. Let's just be for real. I mean, however I feel or whatever you feel about it doesn't matter. It is what it is. Like I said, we're falling from a high place.
Brian Solange says some exceptionally fucking wild shit. Yes. Brian Solange is exceptionally crazy with the shit that he says. Absolutely. Support the channel. I appreciate it. I might keep this up, might not. But support the channel nonetheless. I greatly appreciate it.
I'm saying, hey, we're falling. We're falling. That's not going to stop us from falling. What's going to stop us from falling? The fucking ground. And so, I don't have these. Hey, more power to the guy.
Chewed up snatch.
I hope he gets 1 billion fucking subscribers and 1 billion views.
Man.
I'm not tripping off none of that shit. That's some other cats. You know? They're in their feelings.
Does this not sound like a member of the Defense Force? I swear to God, this sounds like a dude that just be on Black Manosphere panels. I mean, I swear to God, it sounds just like him. I swear to God, it sounds just like him. Talks just like him, sounds just like him. Lord have mercy.
About why they listen? Why they listen to him? They don't listen to me. I don't know. You gotta ask him that. Ask them females to listen to him. Don't listen to you. I don't know why they listen to him. He's saying something right.
Yeah, he is.
But for him to be able to shut a black female, to cut a black female off in mid-speech, that is miraculous. That is nothing short of a miracle.
It is?
It's amazing. It's just fucking amazing.
Okay.
And he's gonna keep. I mean, this is his time to shine. But like most YouTubers, he'll have his how you say this shit? How do you say that shit? I can't think of it. He'll reach his peak. He'll get he'll be up there. He'll fade away like all the rest of them have. He's a thing today, but tomorrow he'll be something.
Brandon says, I'm gonna invite a guy over and say, you want to chew on my snatch? Man, you better stop.
In the past, but he has come up with a gimmick. I don't want to call it a gimmick, but that's basically what you call a gimmick that works when it comes to black. Because all his videos about black, he has over I don't know how many 1,000 videos, all about black females and their relationship with black men and why they can't get married and why they can't get a man. This is the kind of guy that they want in their lives. A professional, corporate,
Yo, this is crazy. This is a black manosphere content consumer. Yo, this shit is wild to me. When I came across this, when I found out he had a YouTube channel, and I first looked at his channel, I'm not even going front. I couldn't believe it. I burst out laughing because I could not believe how predictable the content was. I mean, we're talking about point for point. Talking points are on point. Repeats the same rhetoric. A fan of all of these like loser ass black content creators. Like, this guy is a byproduct of red pill, black pill, manosphere content. This guy's mentality was curated off of this type of content on YouTube. This is fucking nuts. Like, literally, you have a guy who's driving across country, picking up super, depending on the caliber guy, he might oblige, super predictable. They want a man to put them down and compete with them. Okay, uh-oh.
Bruh.
A man who was probably driving cross country.
And so when Putin gets to shooting, I'm busy saying, thank you, Mr. Putin. Because I'm being incinerated with everybody else. But I'm going to die with a smile on my face and a song in my fucking heart. Because that's exactly what the fuck should happen. That's exactly what's the point.
Yo, wait a minute. Is that a green screen?
Oh, we are at the end of the day. I'm getting for how many get 1,000 degrees. I couldn't give a fuck. That doesn't change the facts of the matter. That doesn't change where you came from. Get 1,000. So that's all. You're fucking fighting. It's about your fist and your dick. Yes, it is. If you're an animal, and you are an animal, you're a farm. You're fucking fuck. You want to make stories up in your fucking head. You want to get to have sex, to make sex, and make that fucking mule. Families in that species that should not have contact. That union was forced, but that which makes cross between the motherfuckers. Mule, that's what species have.
Hold up. Yo, what's going on, real brother? Yeah. Nah, he's in the truck. Yeah, it looks like I know. Wait, whoa. Hold on. My green screen is out here. Hold up. I need my people who use green screens to help me out for a second. Because I know I'm not bugging. I may be bugging. I might be bugging. But I'm looking at this video.
Sex.
Hold up. I think I might be wrong. And I want my people to correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because I don't have a problem with being wrong. I'm trying to figure out something right now. I'm looking at the video. And I'm looking at these edges right here. Now, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Okay? I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I'm looking on the screen right here.
With a white man to make.
But I'm trying to see.
Vladimir Putin has his hand on that handle. And any minute, any day, he go. Whoosh.
Okay, I'll see the shadow. I see the shadow here.
Like Dr. Frankenstein, one of his biggest. What do? He don't give a fuck.
Okay, I'm looking at the shadows. Cargo van. I'm looking at the shadows over here. Okay, I'm not bugging. Okay. I'm looking at the shadows over here. That's the carb card and their core doc on the. Yeah. I see the document here. I was really looking at the shadows for a second because this line around the rim of the hat looks really strange. And you know what it was too? There was a frame. There was a frame here, somewhere around here, right? Where it looks like the image is completely separated from the background and not because of bokeh. Right? Yeah, I'm wrong. There we go. I know I'm wrong. All right.
Have contact. That union was forced. The donkey and the horse were forced to have sex and make that.
Okay, I'm wrong. Okay. The lighting matches. Yeah, I'm looking at that lighting right now. I'm sorry. I was just looking at the lighting for a second because something about the image with the hat threw me off a little bit. A low resolution camera. Yeah, because the resolution is 480p. And that's probably what's causing like the interlacing and all this weird pixelation. It threw me off for a second. I'm not even going to front. That shit threw me off for a second. That's his phone. All right, so that's his phone. So I'm just. Are we to expect more incidences? You need a lot of light for a green screen. A lot of light and a lot of natural light. Absolutely. So I'm just trying to understand how many more people are out here like this?
He just say, no, I'm not, no, I'm not mad at these people at all.
Yeah, it's because he's recording from an Android. Listen, y'all got to take it easy. This is the technician, so we're not going to tolerate too much Apple jokes in here, just to let you guys know. Okay.
And here we are in Philadelphia.
Okay, so he's in Philadelphia now.
I made it to Philadelphia, y'all. Turn left onto Thompson Street. Got it. Left trap. I gotta make a turn on Broad Street. Come on, I'm trying not to crash in the cars and shit. You believe this shit? And the shit is that? What we got, Frank? 30 miles down. Broad Street's coming up here. All right, so we got the van to the morning. I'll take the shit in the morning. Plans that I made, that didn't quite go the way I thought they would. That's all. Thinking out loud a little bit. I can do that. I'm a mental patient. We can do that.
Okay, he's a mental. My Galaxy Note 10 Plus Android, and it's way sharper than. Yeah, we know. We're not going. Just them Apple users got to take a shot. We leave the Apple users alone. So he's an admitted mental patient, right? So he already has mental issues.
Wow. Let me see if I can make this turn on Broad Street and not run into some fucking body. This nigga come here. In the country. Any kind of food you want, they got.
Brother Love, what's going on? Salutations.
Oh, shit. That's for my Airbnb, Airbnb, where the fuck it is, opens up?
Airbnb?
My end of my journey, or part of the end of my journey, wound up in Philadelphia. in my storage facility, getting everything put away. I haven't really had time to think about being back in the state of New Jersey. I haven't really had time to process it. About the whole thing, because there's so much going on in this video. When you watch it, to me, there's so much going on.
I did everything.
Video on Easter. I can talk without on Easter.
Gavin Long.
But since I don't want to, I really don't want to do that. And I don't want to do that stop, start, and talk about shit because I guess I'm late. I can't think of it now. You're really going to do that? Remarkable. Just go to show we're no better.
Airbnb, right?
Forced to love us.
What's going on, Real Deal?
Make a sequels. We're no fucking better. We're just as fucking bad.
Okay.
In our own little stinking, fucked up way. I don't know what the fuck is. If that's not mental illness, I don't know what the fuck is equality. You're gonna force someone to accept you. He said it. That's why I played 3 times. Yeah, with Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin is just I don't know how you say it. I guess make white people say, gee whiz, wow, oh wow, really? Oh shit. Now it's time to pay.
This guy's unhinged,
and
man.
Whether you knew it or not, I didn't realize. Hey baby, too bad. You got to pay, bitch. You didn't know. And that's what you are, whether you want to accept that shit or not.
Yo, he really was a YouTuber. Yes, he was a fucking YouTuber. Yes. Yes. Hold on. Yes.
They see you. Obviously, that's how the fuck they see you. Or else you would be.
He should have been chewing on some homeless snatch and listening to my channel for Zen. Lord have mercy. Random woman is ruthless, y'all.
She would be sitting. There would be no question about her confirmation. There'd be no question. We have to have no problem. If they didn't know that, be like, was over there, saber rattling. Fuck up. They never caught it. He did something else. Some shit he said about he would have loved to practice law. What is
money making type cat.
Mafia was good.
This how he talks to him. I'm talking now. You just wait. And the females, obviously, this is like they eating this shit up.
So,
and again, more power to the guy, and I hope he continues to grow. I wish him more success.
So here's what I'll do. I'll do a StreamYard for a little bit. And I want to see what you guys have to say. I want to hear you guys' opinions. I'll do a StreamYard. I think this is proper time to get a StreamYard on and popping, right? We're going to fire up a StreamYard. Whoever wants to come on can come on. And we can give me your thoughts, give me your opinions. Let me hear what you have to say. Let me hear what you have to say. Right? I want to hear what you have to say. Okay. Test. And we'll do a panel. So if you want to join the panel, go ahead and click that link. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead and click that link. I'll be right back. Y'all click that link. I'll see you guys in the backstage. I'll be right back. I see Lou is in here. I'll add Lou. I got Lou in the queue. Y'all come in. Y'all click that link. I'll add you guys right into the queue when I come right back. And you guys can give me your opinion, share your thoughts about this. I'll be right back. Just go ahead and click that link and join the queue, and I'll be right back. So we're back. We're back. We got Citizen Lou on the screen. Citizen Lou, can you talk so I can hear you?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Okay, so you're not coming through on the screen, on the audio. Let me just fix that real quick. Let me fix that. Come on. Okay, talk.
Mic check.
Okay, no, 1 second. That's on me. Let me change the output. Audio. There we go. Go ahead, talk for me again.
Mic check.
Fucking golden. My man Citizen Lou, what's popping?
What's up? Oh, let me mute the YouTube. My bad.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, CO?
Yeah, just go. Yeah. Go ahead and mute the YouTube. You know the drill, Lou. Come on. You know you don't see panels on here that often, but you know the drill, Lou.
right. Yeah, because I was trying to see I wanted to see how you had to set up. But man, this I was gonna do a stream on this actually later on tonight.
Oh, you saw it too. You saw it too.
Yeah, I was watching that Timberwolves game. But anyway, man, yeah, you touched on it pretty eloquently. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, bro, this dude sound exactly like, these
panel hoppers,
content creators.
These content creators, these panel hoppers. Doesn't he sound just like them?
Oh yeah, I got a few in mind that he.
Oh, I got a few in mind, man. I got a few in mind too.
I mean that he because there was another guy, he posted it the video of this dude's channel, so I clicked on it, I watched it. I'm like, whoa, he's talking about some black whoop de whoop and these dirty stinking black.
He said these black bitches.
I ain't want to cuss. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to cuss.
And they're dirty. Stinking snatch. That's what he's.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think you clicked the video that I had watched. He was saying, yeah, your niggas deserve to be where you at.
Yeah,
and all this shit, and you don't know your purpose, and
man.
And he said something like, when the day comes, you're gonna have to kill yourself and your family. I'm like, whoa, what? Like, bro, this dude here.
Hey, he sound like some people's favorite panel hoppers.
Yeah. I see what you're saying now. Yeah,
he sound like people's favorite panel hoppers, right? Yep. And the reason why I'm saying that right now, I don't have a dog in any of that fight. Like, I don't give a shit, right? But the thing is that this is the result of this kind of radicalization when it comes to people thinking that there's no consequences to the message that they're sharing on social media. Like you literally have a guy, if all of this pans out to be 100% true, and he was the guy who did the see what up, man, saw the title of the stream and thought to myself, this seems like a good comment section to get canceled in. What's going on, Tech 702? Tech 702 is funny as shit, man. I fucks with Tech 702. What's going on with you, man? Tech 702 is funny as fuck. He funny for a ginger. But but yeah, it's like if all of this pans out to be correct, like this guy could be considered a like, am I wrong? A black YouTube, maybe not a black manosphere content creator consumer, but at the very least a black YouTube consumer, right?
Right. I mean, like, you showed all the channels he was subscribed.
I mean, that's
to.
black YouTube. Like,
yeah, all of. I mean, even the ratchet stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
wait a minute. We got the OG on here.
I don't know why y'all won. Y'all don't want to see us. So
We got
all that big Pontiac. Hold on, let me do my thing. Hold on. Let me do my. Doing
that. We got the. I don't call many people OGs because a lot of people that get called OGs, I just see as old niggas. But Pontiac is an OG.
Well, thank you, brother. Thank you. I just want to say this just seems too clean. Everything about it just seems too clean.
Talk about it.
There's nothing like, if you write a story, that's what it seems like. It seems like it's a whole story written, a whole, as I always talk about, plan.
Yes.
It looks like a whole plan.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about how, I mean, they've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
And so it just seems like when you have too much, it'd be over the top. And that's what this seems like. It's too much.
So this looks like the typical deranged lone wolf script?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can go back to the Kennedy assassination.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's the same kind of thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So that seems doubtful. No one got killed.
Okay, so no one got killed because two people are critically... Okay, so here's what don't make sense to me, right? And I was asking my pops, right? Because the shit, and maybe y'all can help me because it doesn't make sense to me. So you have a guy... We need to talk about the realness. Why does Biden follow Obama, but Obama doesn't follow him back on IG? Oh, here come Tech 702 with his shit. But the guy goes onto a train car, right? Puts a gas mask on, detonates a smoke bomb. So yeah, I'm not a military guy. Maybe Nick, maybe Pontiac, maybe even Lou. Y'all can speak to this, but I know at the very least a flashbang, a smoke grenade, maybe even a concussion grenade. I don't know how that operates, but I know it's not an actual frag grenade. But any type of explosive device, when it's detonated in close vicinity, the shrapnel is just as dangerous as the actual explosion itself, because all of those fragments have to go somewhere, right? Am I right?
Well, if you're in the percussion zone, yeah.
Yeah. So he detonated the smoke bomb in a close vicinity, which would equate to the shrapnel injuries, right? But he detonates the smoke bomb and then takes out a gun and fires into the car that's filled up with smoke, and no one dies, but they have gunshot wounds and injuries.
So he's shooting blindly almost.
In rush hour. In a packed train car.
I mean, the first report was...
And Tech 702 was in the Army too. He says gas mask won't matter with a smoke bomb. He used for work stand shit, firework shit. Yeah. Go ahead.
He probably didn't know what he was doing.
I don't think... It doesn't make sense to me, yo.
Yeah, it doesn't. And I think they said he let go of two, because one is just a canister light.
Yeah.
That shoot out. Now they did say a smoke grenade that was, but the
Yeah.
13 was the first reporting, 13 injured. So as soon as you start seeing these type of codes, you like,
The 13 at the 36th Street station.
So they always put these codes.
I'm not good with it, but I know it means something. Okay. I know enough to know it means something. I'm not good with it, but I know it means something.
Should make you pause.
Yeah, it makes me pause. I see the 13 and at the 36, and I'm like, what? Wait a minute. The N and the R, the nigger. You know, it's little things like he also dropped his Glock when it jammed. Clearing a jam takes 2 seconds, meaning he has 0 experience.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He seemed like he didn't really know what he was doing.
He's just racking.
Right, and he just doing something he's seen on a movie probably.
But no experience, because that's one of the things is you get taught to clear jams, and so you can look at YouTube videos that show you how to clear jams. So
my question is, does he get suicided? Does he get found alive?
Depends how long. I say the longer it goes with them not catching him, yeah. If they catch him quick, no. But if it goes on for a minute, he'll probably end up dead somewhere or killing themselves. Yeah. Depending on the length of time. And he hasn't turned himself in, I haven't heard. Have you heard that yet?
No. They're still looking for him.
Right. So it should be pretty easy to track. A homeless dude.
Well, check this. They found the truck with the ID, the jacket, the gun. They found the gun. You know, like the 9/11, they found the passport through all the burning fire fuel and molten lava and metal. They found the passports and stuff. They found all of his stuff, right? They found his shit, but they haven't found him.
And who would be helping him? Who would be helping him up to this point to keep him low, to keep him underground?
Nick says, smoke grenade won't kill you. We've had negligent deployments inside of our vehicles. You'll get some scratches, but it's not designed to kill. Yes, definitely not. I know that much. It's not designed to kill.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is relevant, but didn't y'all like the New York lieutenant governor just get arrested?
Yeah,
like today.
Yeah, actually for bribery.
Yeah, bribery. Yeah.
Who we got? Oh, my bad, y'all. I didn't see all y'all in here. My fault. Keep it techie. My fault. Keep it techie. I didn't see all y'all in here. Keep it techie. What's good?
What's happening, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we see.
Keystone, what's good?
Oh, my bad.
Yo, what's up?
Gotta keep it techie. What you got, man? What you?
Nah, I was just gonna just talk about the smoke grenade.
Yeah, Clear that up for me, man.
Yeah, the smoke grenade.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
The smoke
I think
grenade
this is
ain't
a big smoke screen and set up to come.
Hold on, Keystone. Let Keep It Techie talk, man.
Okay, yeah. Can he talk?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay,
Keystone,
good. He's
bro.
good.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, go ahead, Keystone.
Go ahead.
You got it, Keystone.
Okay, I think this is a big smoke screen and set up, and he was the pawn, and he was used to come at the YouTubers. They're going to use this to their full advantage in any way that they can, and they had to put a black face on it. They got to put a black face on every damn thing and stuff. You know what I mean? They always got to blame it on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I find it kind of strange that they find the gun, the jacket, and truck and everything. And the truck's coming out of my state too. You know what I mean? And after we had that issue with the Will Smith thing, you know what I mean? Then a little beef that was starting to happen between Philly and New York behind this. So, they trying to push a bigger agenda and more than what you can imagine. And I'm tired of them using us for it. I am very sick of it. If I could bitch slap these motherfuckers, I would. I'm tired of it.
All right, Keep It Techie. So what you got?
Nah, you good. So all I was gonna do is add like the smoke grenades.
Yeah. Oh, we got my man Perspective was popping. Go ahead, my fault.
So basically, smoke grenades, they don't explode at all. They just start emitting the smoke.
Okay.
I mean, you'll see like a little ignition that kind of happens after you pull a pin, and the little clip pops up, or whatever, it just starts emitting smoke, and it does get hot, but it's not gonna explode. Like when they say grenade, it's not gonna explode.
Okay.
And the only reason I know, because I was in the army, obviously, and then I was an ammunition specialist. So I mean, I basically handled all different types of ammunition in the army. So anyway, I just remember, how it all worked. So
Okay. So I want to pose a question to you guys, right? So we looked at the channel, we played the content, we heard the videos, we heard the commentary, we heard him repeat the talking points. Do you think his mentality was radicalized based on the content that he watched on YouTube?
It's probably leaning that way. He's probably leaning towards being radical, and they might use that as saying that's the reason why he reacted that way from watching certain content.
Well, it definitely can be. Let me just say it this way: it definitely can be framed that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the optics of it, like, I mean, basically everything you were showing, is pointing to that could been, because that's something that they do in all these cases. They look through all your social media.
Yeah.
They look through everything, and they find everything about you online that you have put out there, and stuff that you don't even know that's out there about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna they building a document now. Someone is building, I'm sure those 3-letter agencies are building profiles and all that stuff now based on everything they
Well,
found online, so
he
forth.
was on the FBI's terrorism watch list.
Oh well, they already got a file on, and they just adding to it right now.
So my
laser focus.
So my thing is, right, if he's on the terrorist watch list, but he has not committed any acts of terrorism, would you go to say that he's on the watch list based off solely on them watching his content and adding him to a list of other people?
Military training, no, right? He had military training.
I don't think so.
Oh, he wasn't a vet. He was just,
No, I don't think any. I haven't seen anything where it mentioned that he was a vet.
You know that was on something about. Oh, go ahead, Citizen Lou.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
No, I just real quick. I was gonna say that game Watch Dogs kind of had something like that, where like smart cities, where like they aggregated all your social media and they use like machine learning and AI to see how likely you would be a threat in the future, and they could calculate like something like kind of like what Minority Report kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
So that probably that's probably what I was just saying. They could probably see, oh yeah, this dude probably he fits the profile of somebody who's just gonna go post.
Yeah, because that's kind of crazy for him to be on a watch list with no previous acts of anything that I have come across by looking him up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I don't know when you found out about it. I seen it earlier too. I seen it a little earlier too. About the channel and all that stuff. I
just found out the channel like a few hours ago, and I just went live.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And if we know, they already know. They been new, and they have downloaded all his videos, and they analyzing that shit now. I mean, or been analyzing it. If we know, as just citizens know, that's not even involved in it, they already have all that stuff already. I'm surprised they still have his channel up.
So, and keep it
like that's a good point.
Yeah, what you got for me, Pontiac?
Go ahead, go ahead, bro. My bad.
They're gonna use it to declare war on YouTubers who speak their mind. That anything that's radical, you say anything about the president and all that, they're gonna try to lock us up. NWO is coming after this. And who's the governor? Who's the mayor of New York now? Eric Abrams from Brooklyn. Also, the brother gets in there. Then another brother commits this crime up there in the station, and it's something don't seem like this shit stinks to high fucking hell. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, wasn't New York mayor was he trying to ban drill music, drill rap?
I can't recall.
Yes, he was trying to ban drill rap.
Okay.
And the rappers, main on them, had to talk to him.
What you got for me, Big Pontiac?
I would just say, gun control.
Okay.
In a state that has the most gun control, I mean, that definitely has to be considered. But if you're on the watch list and you're renting vehicles and going cross country, there's a thing called a handoff. It's going to be, they're going to be calling these other agencies to look out for this person. Now, again, if he's not renting vehicles in his own name, but it would be impossible for him to get Airbnbs and hotels. It would be impossible for somebody in that kind of community not to know that he's moving state to state.
You know,
he's on the watch list.
And you know what? This reminds me of too. The Vegas shooter, right? Because the Vegas shooter, the Colorado shooter, right? The Batman Joker shooter, because he had an untapped resource of funds for all these weapons and chemicals, but literally had no job to pay for these things. Right, so
that dude had a arsenal.
See where it's leading to?
He had an arsenal, and they even said that the house that they went to was rigged with explosive and booby traps, right? So, and so we look at that, and then we come here and we look at this incident at a homeless man with a Penske U-Haul truck traveling cross country from as far as Wisconsin through New Jersey, PA, New York, ending up in Brooklyn, renting Airbnbs along the way. He said he had a tax return check he was waiting for, so he had some kind of income to claim taxes on and get a return out of. But in and out of homeless shelters, in and out of mental institutions, and it's fishy, and it's not really adding up. And then coupled with the fact that, his associations on YouTube and the type of rhetoric he chose to align himself with is even worse, right? And
yeah, that makes it pretty bad for a lot of YouTubers who are on.
Well, hold on, let me just finish.
Go right ahead, do what you gotta do.
And the thing is that the mainstream media hopped on his YouTube channel before a lot of people even knew the motherfucker had a YouTube channel. Because that image that was pulled next to his mugshot was a screenshot from his YouTube channel.
Yep. Well, and then also, our thumbnail images, if it has your face, I don't know how Google does it, but they pull in the thumbnail image if you do a photo search of someone. So that may have been in the search results under images.
Yeah.
You know how you can go to the images tab when you search them? Yeah, it probably popped up there. And they probably didn't even know he had a channel. I'm sure they know now. Somebody knows because, he getting all those views on those videos. That's not, I'm sure, with the comment, with the content he has, just think about other people that have content similar to that. Similar to that. I've seen a lot of those channels like that. And they don't get that many views. Like when I think his latest video got like the one you had pulled up had like almost over 10,000 views, and so that lets you know right there that people are watching or people are going to search his channel.
Well, I think. Well, here's the thing, right? His average view count is around 300 to 500, but I can imagine because his channel was known, he gained all of these subscribers, and his last video was the most watched video.
Don't say how I feel about. Well, what do I feel about? Well, that's what it is. It is.
So I can expect that's why that video has so many viewers.
And the name is related to Cowboy. Jesse James. We had Jesse and Frank James.
Okay.
So that goes back to the bank robber. So the name Frank, Frank James is old cowboy name.
Gando F. the Blaze says the stimmy checks were enough to buy a Glock. That's correct. And a bag of fireworks. That's correct. Just saying he didn't need $1 million to pull this off. That's correct. Good, Keystone. I'm sorry, Keystone. I'm sorry, Big Pontiac. You weren't finished?
No, I was just gonna say some states though the mental thing would stop you from getting a gun in your name.
Yeah,
if the guns were in his name.
Yeah. Confirmed in and out of mental institutions. Go ahead, Keystone.
And the fingerprint thing, we all have this on our Samsung and different type of phones and stuff that, and some tablets have them too, so they can recognize when you put your fingerprint onto the thing who you are and what your page and what your name is on Google. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's on all your accounts. It ain't just one account; it's many accounts. If you have it all those accounts on one device and you're using a fingerprint, they know who you are.
Absolutely.
Easier to track people.
So how is he? So how is he not been like? It's like it's confusing. It's a bit confusing for me.
And it's kind of hard to get kind of hard to get a gun living out of a van because you got to have a home address for them to actually do a background check on.
Yeah.
When you go get a gun, unless you got it from maybe a gun store. I mean, not a gun store, but a gun show. But other than that, you got to go. You got to fill out the form, the federal form, and they send that in to the, and do the background check, and they send it up to the ATF. I think after that, once with the serial number and your home address on it. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to get I mean, unless it's a street gun. We all know how that happens.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just saying.
But what I say, the Western states though, like in this state, for me to sell you a gun, we don't need any paperwork. Now, more and more people are getting stricter than that. But by law, I can sell anybody in this state a gun without any paperwork. Now, I'm not sure about Wisconsin, but that does seem to be more of a Western state kind of thing. They're more liberal with getting guns. So he could have got it like that. But I mean, to go through all them toll roads, to go from Wisconsin, you got to hit 80, 90 till you start going northeast. So how did he go through all that in that van? I mean, it doesn't really add up.
It's like very confusing. Like if you just literally just use like a little bit of common sense, like it's the shit don't add up, man.
No. And just to speak to what they talking about in the chat, just look up Vice. Vice did a video on ghost guns a while back.
Actually,
it explains everything about ghost guns.
There was a big Russian creator, something tactical. He died last year, near the end of last year, in police custody, and he was a big time manufacturer of the ghost guns. He made the Ghost Vector, whichever one. I'm not a big gun person, but I know what a Vector looks like. Yeah. The big time, the Vector.
We all play Call of Duty.
Yeah, we play Call of Duty. I ain't gonna front like I'm a gun guy, but I know Call of Duty. I know what a Vector looks like, and that's what he had. And this also a narrative in New York with ghost guns, because there was a shooting last week or the week before last where a 16-year-old girl was killed by a stray bullet from a ghost gun. Where a guy, he got into an argument and he shot at someone with a ghost gun, and a stray bullet killed the 16-year-old girl. Damn. So there are narratives being built in New York City.
Yeah, but that's the crazy part about it. Yeah, but the crazy part about it, they got the most gun control in the U.S.
Man,
besides
listen,
California.
The amount of things you got to do just to get a fucking knife, you can't even get a knife in New York properly.
Wow, that's crazy. You can't get
legally. You can't get a knife legally.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
We can get all these weapons in PA, gun shows and everything. And I mean, I'm licensed to carry myself. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to get a gun license here. If they verify you, it may take a month or so. That's all. But I had one before, so it didn't take that long for me to get it. But you started getting a gun and all that. Then you had to fill out the paperwork and everything. You got to fill out.
Oh, you know what? Tech 702. Yeah, it did look like the Chris. Yeah, hold on. The gun he had did look like the Chris. The Chris Vector. Yeah. The Chris Vector. The gun he printed looked like the Chris Vector.
Yeah, and all the I forget what you call it. All the, I guess the designs or most of them are online blueprints or online. All
Yeah.
you gotta do is get a 3D printer.
Yeah.
I
And you
mean,
can
that's
rent.
essentially how you do it. Yeah.
And you can rent a 3D printer now.
Yes, you
just rent
can.
one.
Yes, you can.
And all the material is ready. It tells you right when you get the kit. You have to pay for to get the blueprints, to get the plan, and you just put it all in. You get the
Because at the
different
end
wires.
of the day, at the end of the day, most of these guns are made out of plastic anyway, like
Yes.
polymer. That's what they call it. It's just a fancy word for plastic. Like
What's the thing?
The Glock is the bottom half of it is mostly plastic except for the internals. So you just got to get an internal kit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm not trying to teach nobody how to make no ghost gun. I'm just saying the information is out there.
I mean, the
all you gotta do
information is
do the
out there, bro.
research.
You could have down and back in the day. You did that shit was on the Pirate Bay.
No, hey, you know what? They got tutorials on Pornhub. I found out.
Yeah, you know that's where they hide it.
Yeah, they had it. It's all on porn. They got
Yeah.
tutorials on Pornhub.
Yeah, they got it on the black web, cuz on the black web.
Yeah, you can even
On the dark
but-
web. I meant to say the dark web. They got it on the dark web.
Yeah, I would just Pornhub a bit easier than the dark web because you got to set up a Tor browser and all that.
But the fire control unit, you can even print that off because you can, it's 3D printer metals. There's metals that you can print out.
Yeah.
Get the fire control unit. You can get the whole gun. You can get a 15 AR-15. There was kits for those where you can make a whole rifle. You can make the whole
what's
rifle
that?
out of 3D print.
What's it called? The butt? Like what's it called? You got to get
The stock.
the stock. That's it.
Yeah.
Stock. You gotta get the stock or something like that. Dude.
Yeah,
but I don't.
That's readily available anywhere. Any gun store has that, or you can order it. You can order stocks.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, this really ain't that crazy of a scheme, really.
Because you can print the fire control unit, and then you can order the bodies. You can order the bodies. If you did a SIG fire control unit for a 320, you could order the bodies.
So my question is, coming back to this guy, how does a person drop a smoke device? And if anyone want to click the link, the StreamYard link is posted in the chat. If you want to click the link, I'll hear you. I hear you in my ear when you come backstage, and I'll invite you up if you want to be a part of the conversation. So how does someone drop a smoke device, fire off a couple shots, jammed, whatever, leave the station, all the cameras in the station are off, and then disappears, and no other street light cameras on any of the street lights or any of the corner stores or any of the things in the vicinity catches this guy on camera? How does that happen?
I'm gonna let you know how that happens. See, over they already making plans for gun control, so he comes in the line.
Well,
like
Biden this week or last weekend specifically mentioned gun control. So you already know that when the D's are in office, the moment they say something about gun control, you can expect an FF any moment. And it usually happens on cue. Whenever they mention gun control, an FF happens.
Yep, exactly. They let this happen so they can put their plans all together and put it all in works. And they put a nigger right on point with it. Think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, but how much more gun control can you do in New York, though?
I don't know, because you can barely get a gun.
You think it's gonna, obviously wherever it happened, that's where they're gonna start with whatever plan that they have. So how much deeper how much more can you go other than just taking everybody guns? I mean, you can't go no deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Nick. It was lower receiver. That's what I meant.
Lower receiver. Okay. Lower receiver. Okay. All right.
Lower receiver. Okay.
Text 702 says they know where he is. They just aren't going to say until they get him. Bet that. All right.
But like you said, will he kill himself? Because that's how they usually do this thing.
Yeah,
They probably do it they damn self.
Well, of course, but they blame it on the one that did the crime. They'll blame it on him when they did it.
And listen, I live in New York City, right? Born and raised in New York City. The moment I heard that there were no active cameras in the station, not buying it. We got real deal. Welcome. What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Yo, what's up,
Everything is
real
good.
deal?
Everything is good.
Yo, what up?
Dude, this is crazy. Gun stocks. That's the only thing I'm focusing on right now. It can be a psyops. I don't really care. Smith & Wesson, Remington, Big Five. I got call option on gun stocks. Because if Biden is going to crack down on this, then it's going to be another run for guns.
Yeah, that's a good point.
A big, but do you say?
Trade and put that money in on that?
But do you say it's a bigger run than the? When that was it? Pre-pandemic or middle of pandemic?
Yeah, that pandemic run was crazy.
Yeah, that pandemic run was good. Because I gave you my newsletter, CO, but you actually got most of the stocks when Biden got sworn in. So you actually got all of the gun stocks.
You gave me a newsletter when?
Oh, what? No. But when it comes to this, man, I'm just focusing on gun stocks. Smith & Wesson, Please, Remington, Vista Outdoors. Yeah, so we gotta at least look at that, because at the end of the day, Biden, I don't know, he talking about ghost guns, 3D printing stocks as well.
Okay.
So that's triple D. That's one of the 3D printing ETFs. That's triple D. And this is not financial advice at all, but
yeah, absolutely not financial advice.
I am invested in this. This is just research. Do your Googles.
And what the crypto coin that could be used for this to make money off it if you wanted to go that route?
I'm not focused on cryptos. Mainly, I'm focusing on uranium, palladium, copper, cobalt. The real important ones.
Oh, okay.
So aluminum has done well. So Aloha Corporation, Aloha has pretty much been a good aluminums for me. FCX, that's been a good copper. So I'm mainly all this shit that's happening right now. Inflation's at all-time highs, baby. We got the biggest distractions in the world. We got Joe talking about Putin needs to be removed. We got a lot of entertainment, don't we?
Which is pretty crazy to say, the least, to say some shit like that about a nuclear power. So that was crazy.
Like, dude, I'm just trying to be able to keep my head above water. And we got mortgage rates, like interest rates. Whoever that got adjustable or variable, I feel sorry for you, because boy, the Fed is the real big homie. Jerome Powell is gonna hike them interest rates up. So when it comes to scenarios of that, Biden crime bill, this will probably be another play for a crime bill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually, at this point, I'm not even against a crime bill at this point. But go ahead, my bad.
I want to say this, though. Keep in mind, we got 7 months to the midterms.
Yeah.
So they really going to have to be, they ain't going to push it too fast.
Yeah, no, they going to stop that shit by midterms.
Yeah, by midterms, if they go too quickly after the guns, because it's already looks like it's going to be an avalanche of going to the Republicans. So they're going to really have to play this slow.
Yeah, so we're looking at it's not even a red wave. It looks like a fucking red solar mass eruption. Like it's looking it's looking like fucking Democratic apocalypse in the midterms.
So
yeah, because this is bad.
They got to be slow about the guns.
Yeah, they might. I think that their last big push was Ketanji. What's her name? Ketanji Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Ketanji Brown, and then I don't know how far they're gonna push this gun thing when Republicans take over. I don't think they're gonna be able to push that any further than where we're at right now.
Or they could do it while they stay in power. They got 7 months to try to do it. That would be very radical to push it in the next 7 months, because they got the power right now.
Mm-hmm.
The vice president breaks all ties.
Yep.
So this would
but
be.
I'll take it back. She's gonna push that. She's gonna push it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it could be the rush to push it before they get out of power, because they know they definitely getting out of power come November.
Yeah, they're even Pelosi knows it's a wrap November.
Dude, Pelosi is so drunk. I'm here in LA, bro. Every time we look at that shit in the laundromat, she will literally say one or two words. Then she said,
Yeah.
Like her stock portfolio is so good. Like capitaltrades.com is lit. Capital Trades, you can find every politician's stock portfolio.
No, they actually she actually had the Twitter account shut down that was tracking every single trade that she was making. She makes a lot of insider fucking trades, man.
Well,
she got options on Tesla. She got options on Tesla.
Her and Kamala had Tesla calls that were supposed to expire in 2024. So yeah, they're very long on that. They think it's going to go to 2Gs.
Tech 702 says there's nothing they can pass that would really matter when it comes to gun laws.
Well, that's good.
That's good, man. We come on, bro. At the end of the day, can we even stop it? Like I was talking about an Armed Securities Act where every landmark needs to have about 4 or 5 goons to be able to at least play defense when it comes to situations like that. Can we have an Armed Securities Act? Is there any way where stop and frisk can become back in New York? At least New York and big city markets. Like it's to the point where Beverly Hills, you got rich people getting robbed.
I mean, I'm a big time probably against stop and frisk because, you know, when I was in Harlem and stop and frisk, it was pretty absurd with what was being done in Harlem. I mean, we're talking about checkpoints with cops when you're walking down the street and the cops are literally in a line like a Soul Train line, and the moment you hit the block, they're searching and patting you down and pulling over in old school taxi cabs with the 15-foot long antennas, asking you did you hear gunshots across the street from the police station, searching you down at will. So I wasn't really a big fan of stop and frisk.
So how can we be able to at least have a scenario where it can be?
Well, there's the thing.
We can't prevent crime. I know that.
Well, the thing is, in New York City, there's a lot of laws that have been passed by helped passed by Democratic politicians, Cuomo, De Blasio, that not only helps re-release criminals onto the street, but also doesn't protect the victims that testify against these criminals. There's a law that where if you're testifying against someone, they're able to know you're not able to testify in in silence and privacy and anonymous. You can't anonymously testify against one. So in the case where it happened is that there was this homeless guy who was testifying against these MS-13 gang members. Because of that law, the MS-13 gang members had access through their lawyer of the full name of this homeless guy. So, of course, the homeless guy was beaten to death before he could testify against the gang members. And that's one law in New York City as a whole that would prevent people to testifying against these criminals. And then of course you have the bail reform where these people just non-lethal criminals or non-lethal criminal acts, they get re-released back onto the streets. So now you have these criminals like the guy who stabbed the Asian woman to death in Chinatown. This guy was arrested 22, 25 times. A constant repeat championship defender, repeat offender. But because of the current law, he just goes back on the street.
Yo, they got a crazy shit where, everybody knows about this. If it's under $900, you can pretty much take and smash and grab. A lot of smash and grabs in the Bay Area. Every time I go to Oakland, San Francisco, a lot of CVSs, they don't even stop the person.
Well, guess what? We have that's going on right now in New York. At these Rite Aids, Walgreens, and CVSs, that same exact thing happens. And it happens right next door to police stations. The people come right in, walk right out with boxes of Coronas, and they'll go right into the store with big ass grandma bags full of shit and leave the store, walk right out the store, and you can't do nothing about it.
Yo.
So I don't think so. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pontiac.
I was gonna say thank you for letting me on. I gotta go though.
All right, peace, Pontiac, man. Thank
Say
you for
less,
joining
everybody.
me.
Say less.
Salute. Salute to you, man.
So, a problem like that, I don't see how stopping frisk stops that shit.
Damn. So you need like what, a complete overhaul? You would have to revert back to the old way of systems.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, man, like New Yorkers are so brainwashed and confused as to what they think they want and what they need that they're still on the whole red means bad, blue means good. So no matter how bad of a candidate Adams was, right? Because he's literally a social media mayor at this point. He gets on my fucking nerves. So
you go to Hot 100, Hot 97.
Yeah,
you go to Breakfast Club.
This man. If you don't sit your fucking boomer ass down somewhere. But so you have a lot of these democratic laws, and this happens in democratic cities. You all know. Where a lot of these laws just, cripple the city. And now it's to a point with this incident that happened today that I think some New Yorkers, not all, because you have polling that says people are willing to vote Cuomo back in. So
what?
Listen.
Wow.
Listen.
God damn.
Listen. Okay? Listen. So it's almost an unfixable situation at this point. And of course, and that's a big thing right here. In the course of all of these laws that re-releases criminals into the street, they also defunded all of these mental health facilities and all of these health and social services.
It's time to get out of New York, huh, Seal?
Listen, it's time
escape in New York, man. Yeah, it's like that John Carpenter movie.
Yeah, it's time to it's pretty much
Texas.
Yeah. I don't got no blue flu, so I won't be bringing any blue flu to Texas.
Just don't move to Vegas.
No,
just don't move to Vegas.
Well, Tech 702's in Vegas. What's wrong with Vegas?
Yeah, I be frequent in Vegas, but it be tripping, man. They got blood.
Well, nah, it ain't even that. It's just too many people, man, moving here. It's like raising the prices on everything.
Oh my God, I can't go. I can't go nowhere. B.
Like everybody from California moving out here. LA.
Everybody from LA.
Everybody from LA moved. Yeah.
Everybody. You got to deal with situational bloods. That's why.
Well, my thing is, if everybody leaving Cali, then Cali must be open. Then if everybody leaves.
No, here's the thing, right?
So many people out there still out there.
You got a lot of people that are still out there, man. And they got more fire. They got more, man. They got so many forest fires they got to do in Cali, man.
Yo, yeah, firefighters be eating. That's why Kamala had them people to be able to do that shit, man.
All them inmates.
Wow.
Yeah, Tech 702 says they defunded mental services because they cost money and incarceration makes profit. Message.
Yeah, they building Arkham Asylum. They finna build Arkham Asylum over there in New York.
Tech 702 says Vegas is fine.
Man, they getting. I say in a couple years they're gonna run out of places to build houses, man.
In Vegas?
Yeah, they
oh shit,
building every damn day, man. They got like three. They got like three, like neighborhoods they building like right around from where I live at. So they like building. They coming up so fast, bro.
Yeah, man. Summerlin, that shit is already millions in the millions when it comes to situations of Californians just taking them houses that they sold in Encino, houses that they sold in LA that's in Inglewood, like the heart of the hood, selling for $750. They cash out and they go buy something. They go into Austin Hills. So, that's going to be extremely cheap.
So BG Tech Life says exactly. So a lot of mental health patients locked up in jail / prison, they get their meds and have a routine, get out and all that shit fall. Yeah, I mean, it's literally a routine, like where like you have the known mental crackhead person who who gets locked up, right? They go into the mental hospital to get their meds, and they come right back out to the same corner store and do the same thing over and over again, right? And they just repeat the process because the system is just set up to give the medicine and just to send them back on the street. And then Gando F. Blaze says America is the most incarcerated country in the world. Big Pontiac says, remember, DC put Marion Barry back in office after he smoked crack. That's very true. That's very true. Tech 702.
Marion Barry was more business minded as a mayor. He provided a lot of contracts for a lot of the black business owners. So I can kind of see sort of why they did that.
Tech 702 says, bruh, we got hundreds of miles. Just keeps moving further south and northeast. And Nick Taylor says, them Californians or the people from Oregon and Washington's come here to Texas and bring that lib garbage with them and stay there. I mean, here's the thing, right? As bad as New York is, it's not Washington. Right? It's not where you have members of government aligning themselves with Antifa. Right? So
That's true.
Even in depravity, there's levels to the shit. Even in depravity, there's levels to how fucked up a city can falter. Now, in New York, people are getting a little fed up with the shit. Right? People are getting fed up with the shootings and the crazy crimes, the access crimes, and like the highly publicized crimes. Even if people don't believe in a lot of like the Asian hate, like seeing people get stabbed to death in their buildings, getting blown away in fucking McDonald's and shit. Like people are getting really tired of this shit, right? Now,
same thing happening here in Philadelphia.
Y'all gonna need guns.
We're the murder capital right now as we speak.
Damn. How can we fix the scenario of policing, man? How can we get black men to be able to step up and be the change that they want to see?
Well, I don't think it's a black men being police thing, right? Because on the subways, normally during rush hour, there's a lot of cops, but today there wasn't. Right?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. So today there wasn't. Normally in rush hour, you see cops on, they're sparingly, but they're there, and there was none today. So there's that. Even if Sunset, Brooklyn's a little hood area, it's still a major transportation hub of multiple trains and transferring back and forth throughout the city. I mean, it's really at this point, the mayor and the governor with the economy and taking things from people and people not being able to have things to fix certain situations. I mean, we're talking about the jab mandates, people not being able to work, people not getting hired back to work, the mental services, the social services being shut down. It's a lot more than simply black men need to be cops, right? Because when these situations happen, there are no cops to be seen. From what I've seen on Twitter, people want the police defunded in New York City after today's incident. How does that? What? Really? People want the police. Wait a minute. Hold on. From what I've seen on Twitter, people want the police defunded in New York City after today's incident. How does that make sense? I can't make that make sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to have to move near Nevada, says Nick. Central High, represent. Gando, Philadelphia, says Nick. As long as the masses vote only for Republican or Democrat, we constantly play ourselves. And I agree with that.
I agree.
I think it's no longer simply a Republican and Democrat thing. It's simply a sensible politician thing at this point. And I know that's hard. I know that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
Are you still on live or you ended the live?
No, the YouTube is live. Yeah, the YouTube is live. Yeah. I tried to go live for StreamYard on Twitter and the shit crashed. That's why I don't fuck with this StreamYard shit like that. I just use it.
Still live on YouTube. Okay.
No, I'm live on YouTube. I was live on Twitter with this, but it just crashed for whatever reason. I don't know why. So I don't. That's why I don't.
I seen that pop up too. It said stream ended.
Yeah. I ended
like
the stream
on StreamYard.
Yeah. I ended it because it was crashing, bro. Like the StreamYard shit, it crashed. So I just like, man, fuck this StreamYard shit. So I'll just use.
Over.
Go ahead.
Have you heard of now Georgia is allowing all residents to be able to hold a firearm without a license? How do you feel about that?
That's
another thing why I came up.
That's Kemp, right? Kemp signed that into law, right? Today.
Yes.
So people can hold a firearm without a license, right?
Wild West.
I mean, a free man.
What does that mean? You got to explain that. Is it like
okay? Go ahead.
Concealed, or is it open carry?
Concealed.
Oh, concealed.
I think it's more in the concealed element.
So anyone can carry conceal without a license.
Because the nigga that Benzino, pardon me, but nigga that Benzino was fighting over the chick, oh boy, was concealed.
Well, what happened what happened with Benzino?
Benzino got a fight over his ex.
I don't watch that stuff. What happened? I don't even know what happened.
But everybody in the spirit's pretty much reacting towards that. So Benzino had a scenario of, I guess, oh boy went to the house, his old lady moved on, and oh boy was having a situation where dude that had the gun, he was pretty much saying back off. Benzino got arrested, but oh boy, he didn't need a license because the cop was respecting the fact that he had the situation already handled. Now he was licensed, the man was licensed, but now since Kemp signed this shit into law, we're gonna have more people that's gonna be able to do what they do in a concealed format. So that's
I think
it's beneficial.
I think on the libertarian, no, you can't walk around with concealed carry without a license. BMT, is BMT in where's Governor Kemp at? Georgia, right? Is BMT in Georgia?
So it has to be open carry that they did.
Open carry. Pardon me.
Open carry.
So you don't need a license. So you don't need a license for open carry.
Yeah, that's basically what they did in Texas a while back. Open carry. They changed the laws back in Texas.
Okay.
I think where you can open carry without a license.
Okay.
Mississippi like that too.
Hold on, I'm tripping.
Mississippi like that too.
I might have it messed up.
Oh yeah, Mississippi got the most lax gun laws in the union.
Shit.
I mean, on my libertarian side of the game,
like, how do you feel about that, man? My bad on getting it mistaken, but how do you feel about that law?
I mean, I don't.
As a New Yorker. As a New Yorker,
I would appreciate some. Oh, who we got there? I think that might be BMT. Yeah, figured it would be BMT.
Yeah, BMT.
BMT was good, man. How you doing?
I got it a little twisted, but my bad on that one.
What's up?
Correct myself.
What's up, BMT?
BMT is the ultimate gun expert.
Can you hit? Nah, I can't hear you.
We can barely hear you, BMT.
Are you talking? No, okay, hold on.
Now we can hear you.
No, I can't hear him yet. You gotta fix his mic.
Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
There you go.
Now we can.
Okay, so what's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing too much. About the talking.
Yeah, my mistake.
So when it comes to we're talking about concealed carry, no, you can't just walk around with a concealed carry. And actually, and that's literally, you can have this open carry stage. It's called open carry stage, where you can have it brandished.
Yeah, that's what I got confused, but open.
Alright, so I'll do a quick lesson for you boys and girls. You can have it, this would be concealed carry.
Your finger's going through the trouble. I already got the message too.
Okay, so this is a concealed carry.
Okay.
Right? But you would have to be licensed by your state to do that. Then you would have it where it's open carry. Now here's the thing about it. If a business does not allow for the concealed carry, whether you have a license or not, you're still not allowed to bring that firearm in to that store, whether you have a license or not, or you'll be breaking the law. They do have open carry states where you can do that, but I mean that's like states like Mississippi, I think what Kentucky, like they have states like that do open carry, but for the most part, I mean there's not that many of them that are open carry. Texas, I believe, is an open carry state. Texas is an open carry, and I know when you get up to the Northeast, you better put that. You better take that gun, and you're supposed to drop the mag and everything.
Yeah, Nevada open carry too.
Nevada's open carry.
Yeah.
Aside from that, yeah, I think they're getting rid of open carry. They can't get rid of open carry, but it's actually state by state. But the ghost gun thing, yeah, that's a big game changer for me and a lot of my friends.
So the Georgia law, is it open carry or concealed carry?
Open.
Unregistered open.
Open. My mistake on that one.
Now you're talking about unregistered, like, because to have an unregistered gun is a felon.
Yes, that's automatic felony.
You got to be careful when we say unregistered. Like when you're saying unregistered, give me a second for y'all. Okay, so right here, there's gonna be, I ain't showing y'all, because God forbid, but on the side of a firearm, there's always a barcode. God forbid if you, like, somebody said, I'll sell you, keep it techie, I'll sell you, or CEO, I'll sell you this gun for like $5. Don't buy that fucking gun. Don't buy it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a hot gun. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way in hell a gun is $5, or literally it's a hot gun because there's no barcode. That's immediately a felon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's an unmarked gun on the
Fair
market.
time.
Yeah,
We go call it that's called that yardage time.
What, 20?
25,
15,
right?
20 years?
They're not trying. They're going to hit you with the max if they can help it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So the law says carry without a license. Okay, so it's carry without a license.
And don't have it. And don't let that gun have a body on it. You're gonna go down for that body. No matter who.
Well, Pontiac says in Minnesota, guns do not have to be registered.
What do you mean like registered? Like, are you saying that? Because no matter what, everybody believes that a gun is not registered. That's impossible because every gun created inside of the barrel, right? Inside of the barrel is a serial. On the side of the gun is a serial. Okay, so there's no such thing as now. If it's somehow somebody in that factory made a gun unregistered, that's amazing. That literally is a walking gun. Now, when you're talking about unregistered, you're talking about you bought it and you don't have to go to no sheriff count. Well, nobody really does that. Nobody does that shit. Everybody just buys their firearm and go home. You can go to a pawn shop. I go to pawn shop. I encourage people to go to pawn shops, or brokers. Usually, when they buy a firearm, they have to go do a background check on that firearm to make sure it's not a hot gun, it's not stolen, somebody didn't break in. Because if you say, like, let's say Real wakes up and, oh shoot, my gun has gone out my car, he needs to immediately contact the police and, hey, my gun was stolen. So anything that happened from there, right?
It's not on me.
It's not on you.
Right. That happened to me one time. That happened to me one time. Somebody actually went in my car during like a spring trip and took my Glock. And I was like, oh man, like, what am I gonna do? And like my friend was like, boy, you better go contact the police, let them know, because anything happens with that gun, that's on you.
Coming right back to you.
Right. So I did that, and sure enough, that gun ended up in Utah.
What?
Yeah,
that's bad, man.
Damn.
That is bad. That is bad. That is bad.
BMT, have you been to Utah, man? Have you been to Salt Lake?
I haven't been to.
Have you been to Ogden?
I haven't passed through there since I was a kid with my parents, and they were driving for Swift, and that was when I was 16. So at the time when I lost that gun, that was when I was 22.
Tech 702 says, guns are just tools. Chemicals are far easier to kill with. You can go to Home Depot and spend $40 and will be able to take out that entire subway car silently. Guns are just visible. Japan has knife attacks. Bad guys going to bad guy. I agree with all of that.
So here's the thing about that one. And again, y'all, I've got T-Over, you got some good questions coming today. And I work alongside, well, not, I ain't gonna dox fully myself.
You do security, right?
But yeah, I do security and I do bodyguard. I'm also a bodyguard for different people in life. So, and I love what I do. I thoroughly love what I do. In travel. When you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or any type of store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since when you buy certain stuff,
Yeah, certain purchases get flagged, bro. You can't go to the, Home Depot and buy. That's what happened with old boy in Colorado, right? When you can't go to certain stores and buy, what is it, a ton of fertilizer or something like that.
Fertilizer stuff, certain chemicals. I know people like to think, like, listen, man, you're not the first one.
Nah, you can't do that.
You're not the first one ever to think, like, when you buy certain chemicals, like, I'm gonna go buy this, I'm gonna go buy that. Understand, those things are being actually recorded and jotted down.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna put that. Well, okay, who bought this?
In a certain quantity too.
Right.
In a certain quantity.
Consistency, yeah, all of that.
We had that happen. We had that happen to a gardener. He bought a bunch of fertilizer. He didn't think he didn't think about it. He bought a bunch of fertilizer. They had North Carolina. I remember they came to one of the premises of the properties.
Mike, you a fucking terror, Mike. Mike said that's why you buy from different stores. Mike, fucking ginger terror, yo. I swear to God.
Hey, I wish. Listen, dude. It's all fun and games until
they come knocking on the door.
Until the state and the federal
FBI open up. Rallies come through,
and they're not coming to have a conversation. Say, well, it's my right. Yeah, it's your right, man. Come on, get in this car. We're gonna talk about your rights.
FBI open up.
That's exactly. Listen, they don't even do that. They do not even do that. Actually, what it was called. If anybody, you can look up some videos. You can look up the videos. Put in the video called "Swatted." I kid you not. I've been swatted before.
Yeah. I know about swatting. Yep.
So that's how they come get you. When they swat you,
they bang on that bitch.
And let me throw this out there. It ain't just chemicals either. Cause like when my son was younger, and this was in the height of the whole, which is still going on, the whole, drug epidemic with what they call it, the
fentanyl
ice stuff or whatever. Nah, not this was
dry ice.
The fentanyl stuff came out. What they call that ice shit? Glass or whatever they call it. That drug, meth. Yeah, methamphetamine.
Okay, methamphetamine.
Well,
all right.
One of the drugs that they use to make that shit is children's Sudafed.
Yes. Oh God.
And whenever you go to CVS, because my son used to be, sick. One of my sons used to be a little sick every now and then. I had to go get Sudafed.
Mm-hmm.
They take your ID,
and
scan that motherfucker every time you buy Sudafed, because they're trying to catch the people that's going in there buy, and you can only buy a certain amount.
In New York, the shit, all of the cough syrup, the heavy shit gets locked up. You got to have someone call over to purchase that shit, and you can't buy the shit in surplus. T-Bird posted a question. He says, I looked up gun laws in New York today after the subway attack. It said that it was possible to get a license for a firearm. That's correct. But I've heard that it's almost impossible. It's not impossible, but the process would persuade you to not want to get a gun.
Okay, so I know what he's talking about. So, you look like rock heavy with you, bro. That got me working, and I'm not even full. So.
Let's see what the happen truck right here.
It's ridiculous. Most people I know in New York just buy heaters in other states and drive them there. Yes, they do. They ride extra dirty through them bridges. I'm telling you, extra dirty through them bridges, boy. ABL got swatted live. Yes, he did.
Shio, you know, it's another thing they do too. New Yorkers will come to Pennsylvania, get a residence over here and stuff like that, and get their gun permit.
Oh,
and
he
get
got
guns
the
over here.
he got the Walking Dead.
So this would be most people in the city. I would tell
we
them
showing guns. I gotta go
to
get
go get
mine.
go get a hunting license.
Yeah.
Now to go get a certain hunting license because everybody doesn't live in the city.
No.
And then even in city areas, you have to have certain guns that you have to have registered.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they're like, hell, well, what the fuck? Like getting a pistol, you have to go to qualifications,
Yes,
classes. You have to do so many hours. I know this because, like I said, I do this kind of work, but we have to travel from state to state. I'm probably going to retire soon, but you get this, you can go get one of these. Now you got to understand. This is why I hate some of these gun anti-gun lobbyists because they confuse everything. They I've seen one of them idiots calling this an AR. This is not an AR.
Oh man, they be saying some stupid shit, man.
This is not an
They're
AR.
idiots.
Yeah, they be saying some dumb shit.
They say AR-15 is a fully automatic when it's
Yeah,
not.
they be so confused.
This can be remodified. This is one of the guns for sharpshooters. This can be remodified. This literally
see over.
Yeah.
Can you YouTube the Hughes Amendment and see how Congress went against it and it still got passed?
Yeah. You can't have this in New York or any city area like Massachusetts.
Hughes Amendment, 1986.
And I definitely know. There's a surplus of this.
Bad things
now,
happening.
don't quote me on this. Like a few of these disappeared in the South. Who knows where that train is at?
Wow.
These are now disappearing and repopping up. AKs, the new AKs are being remodified to be single shot, not automatic, but they can easily be. I cannot on this channel. When I say that, because we see over as our one golden child hope. So do not take any gun, and tech knows that I'm talking about. You cannot turn these into an automatic.
No, please. Oh God, no! Please don't. No, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Yes.
Please don't do that. Please, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't.
That is automatic. That will be automatic federal time. No pass go. You are going straight to federal.
Now, real deal. You want me to pull up the Hughes Amendment and how it got voted down, or
you can put up anything, but that was historic. Where
okay. So hold on.
One way and it still went the other.
So what we can do is we can. Can I?
History right there.
Can I do it like this? Can I do it like this? We're gonna.
I'll put another streamer window up.
Somebody gonna get. I want to. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Where the fuck did the window go? Okay, I got it now. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go.
I had
Shit.
to go pull out something too.
He got the loadout. He got the
BMC pulling out guns.
He got the loadout. You got the loadout. Oh shit. Tech 702 says the SKS is good for spray and pray. So this is the Hughes Act. More than a dozen states are trying to nullify federal gun control. Okay, no, that doesn't mention the Hughes Act. I want to see where
1986.
Yeah. Okay, the amendment vote was 1986 was the last day citizens could file NFA paperwork to manufacture full auto firearms. Is this it right here? Is this the one?
Bing.
Okay, so we'll play that. So we'll play that instead. We'll kill the music for a minute.
Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault.
And that was under Reagan.
Hold on, say that again.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, no.
I was gonna say, let me dispel that right fast. Tech 702, not to go at you or whatever, but AK-47s are not or pretty accurate, dude. Pretty accurate. They compete with ARs, so it's just the people that were shooting them overseas. If you get what I'm saying, and BMT knows that.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, I seen the
proper
videos.
training. You know what I'm saying?
I seen the videos of the American soldiers making fun of them.
It's just as accurate though.
Let me see how we can. Let me.
They can hit up to 250 to 300. They can hit you pretty damn.
All right, so so when I go full screen on this, let me see if I can do this. Let me see. Do this. Okay, we're gonna do the Negro panel setup right here. So that's it right there, and then you click here, and then you go full screen. There we go. All right, I got it now.
I don't know. I always wondered that.
Oh no. Let me just share the window. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just a little rusty with this shit. Yeah, there we go. Share screen. Share screen. I just want to share the window with the video. Boom. Hide. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a little rusty with this shit. Y'all know I don't fuck with this. Yeah, I know I don't fuck with this. Yeah, I know. There we go. Okay, we good to go. So now we got the screen. Let me just share it again. We go share screen. Boom. Window. Boom. Boom. Ah, there we go. All right, we cooking with grease. There we go. All right, so now we're going to go back to the full screen. And now we're going to play this here video. Let's see.
And today is the anniversary of a day that shall live in infamy. Today is May the 19th, 2021. Exactly 35 years ago today, the Machine Gun Registry of the National Firearms Act closed permanently for all of the new manufacturing of machine guns for civilians. Now, I know a lot of people in the time that has transpired since that day will now say...
Go ahead. You can't hear?
We can't get the audio.
Can you see the screen?
Okay, well...
we can see the screen and everything.
Oh, so how can I get you guys to hear the audio? Now this one... let's see. Because I'm routing my audio through my stream, that's why. So I can't... That's the one. I can't. I don't have any other audio outputs to mimic. So let me see this. We might be able to do this real quick. That it might be janky, just to let you guys know. So we're gonna route the system audio through the chat mic, and
Yo, BMT.
Hold on. If I'm gonna do this, just don't talk over the video. I'll pause I'll pause the video. So if you want to say something, just let me know and I'll pause.
Machine guns are not really necessary for civilians.
Can y'all hear that now?
You can hear it.
Perfect. There we go.
They should never have had them in the first place. Well, I wanted to talk today about why I fully disagree with that, and also the deception and the corruption of the National Rifle Association to help us get here. The fact that the Machine Gun Registry closed in 1986 didn't just close the door on machine guns, but it set a precedent for every future gun ban forever in every other state to have legal precedent.
Ooh.
Back in 1934, when the National Firearms...
polarizing.
Oh, well, okay. Wow. Okay.
This shit was polarizing.
Now, when he talks, do you guys hear an echo when he's talking?
No.
It's perfect.
No echoes.
Oh, shit. You don't hear an echo. Oh, fuck. I didn't. Okay.
Firearms Act went through Congress and eventually went to President Roosevelt's desk. People asked, why did they not technically ban machine guns back then? Well, it was even said in the hearings, they cannot ban machine guns. They cannot ban silencers because the Second Amendment to the Constitution of the United States says shall not be infringed. So they did a workaround and they said we are going to tax and register them, but you can still have them. They said that in the committee hearings. They knew full well that it would not pass constitutional muster to have an outright ban. Even in 1968, when the gun control advocates really had total control of everything and got the 68 Gun Control Act passed, they didn't ban machine guns then either. It wasn't until 1986 with the passage of the Firearm Owners Protection Act, which the Hughes Amendment, which was sponsored by a congressman from New Jersey named William Hughes proposed the Great Compromise. And this compromise was supported by then a mid-level manager at the National Rifle Association named Wayne LaPierre. The Great Compromise was this: we want to ban machine guns, or the future sale of machine guns and manufacture of machine guns for civilians, but in return, we will give you the safe passage clause to the Firearm Owners Protection Act. And so what the safe passage clause was supposed to be was allow you to go through any jurisdiction in the United States, as long as you were simply passing through, to not be harassed by law enforcement if you were transporting a gun that was illegal in that jurisdiction to another jurisdiction where it was legal. Now, this was the Great Compromise, and even Wayne LaPierre said gun owners are getting the better end of the deal on this. He also promised that same day that if this bill was signed into law by President Reagan, that the National Rifle Association would immediately file a lawsuit and work very hard to have the machine gun ban overturned.
You got any thoughts so far?
Well, that pretty much shows that, one, a lot of janky, underhanded dealings. Because Reagan was not pro-Second Amendment. That just showed that Reagan was not pro-Second Amendment. Red flag laws, scenarios of that, you know.
Okay, yeah, I know. I figured. Okay, so the echo is on the stream because I'm duplicating the audio source. I'm just doing it so that people on the stream can hear. I know I'm pretty sure there's an echo on the stream, so this isn't an ideal setup for audio. But I do want to just play a little bit of the video so the people on the panel can actually hear the video, so I can maybe get some feedback on this one. Interesting. Let me go ahead and skip a little bit into this, and we'll continue on.
And already had the upper hand on it. They already had the upper hand.
You could grandfather in the pre-existing guns, but now we can ban guns based off of function and cosmetics. And since that time, they have run with it. They knew finally it was going to pass constitutional muster because, of course, the interpretation of the Second Amendment had eroded over time. It got passed. And which, by the way, if you want to know how the Hughes Amendment got passed, I'm going to post a link in the description below to the actual vote on the House floor for the Hughes Amendment. The presiding officer at the time was Representative Charles Rangel. When the amendment...
Brother Love says, put up your fair use. That is not how fair use works. That does not matter. Okay. Fair use only matters. Fair use, nigga. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I've tried to explain that to so many of my peoples. Fair use is transformative change against the original content. Okay, so what we're doing right now is providing some commentary on the original content and not fully just playing the content out and just watching it on stream. Now, if this content creator decided to claim or strike or claim the content, it is what it is. I don't plan on keeping the stream up forever anyway. But yeah, fair use is not putting up a word that says fair use. That is not how fair use works.
Just over when you get a chance, can you put the link in there, either in the back chat or in the
to this video?
Yeah, to this video. I want to watch it later.
Okay, let me just,
because this is my first time seeing it.
Yeah, that's my first.
The Hughes Amendment vote is crazy. After, to be honest, if you look at the vote after this video, people can see how.
Let's just go to the vote. Let's just go to the vote.
I think he said he has the link. I think he has the link.
Yeah, that's the video that I came up in the search bar too. That's the video that came up in the search bar. Let's look at the vote. So just to let you know, in the stream, the audio on this video, I can tell is a little janky. So I do apologize for the echoing. I do want the people to hear the video on the panel. So that's the best way I got it set up so far.
Mr. Chairman, I made the motion to rise so that I could get additional time from the Rules Committee to finish debate on a number of amendments that were noticed, have not been reached, and will not be heard. And that's unfortunate. It's an important matter.
You know how old this shit is because that's a Democrat from New Jersey.
My unanimous consent request is that I have 5 minutes. My unanimous request.
The gentleman will state his
My unanimous consent request is that I have 5 minutes to explain this vote on machine gun bans.
Is there any
Reserving the right to object. Reserving the right to object. Would the gentleman explain why he wants that 5 minutes to us?
So that we can explain what's pending before the House.
Is there any?
As an eyewear connoisseur, I have to admit that the 80s had some fucking fly-ass gradients on these glasses. That's the one thing I love about the 80s. That crystal clear that they did in the 80s with that clean minimalist rim. Man, them 80s gradients, boy, them shits is built different, baby. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Them 80s gradients is built that dark gray to clear. That shit is bad.
And what's pending before the House is a ban on machine guns.
Is that Rangel?
Yes, it is.
I thought he looked familiar. That's Rangel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he looked familiar.
It's heard. The question was on the adoption of the Hughes Amendment to the Volcker substitute. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. No. The ayes have it. The ayes have it.
Let go. Let go.
Mr. Chairman.
Let go. You got it.
The question before the committee is on the Volcker substitute as amended.
For the yeas and nays.
The chair is bringing before the committee the adoption of the Volcker substitute.
Oh, it's quite sweaty in this one. It is quite sweaty on the floor right now with this shit.
Hell yeah, this is like a turning point. This is like the divergence of all the shit that we see today.
As amended. All in favor of the Volcker substitute as amended indicate by saying aye. Aye. All opposed indicate by saying nay. No. The noes, in the opinion of the chair, the noes have it.
Mr. Chairman, on that, record vote. Mr. Chairman,
record vote is requested. A sufficient number of people have arisen. Those in favor of the question will indicate by saying aye. Those opposed will vote no. Members will record their vote by electronic device. The Volcker substitute as amended. Is agreed to.
Hold on.
The nays are 130.
Here we go right here. So Democrats 128 to Republican 158, total 286. The nay 118. Republicans 18. No votes 7-6. Oh, oof.
The ayes are 286. The nays are 136. The Volcker substitute is agreed to. The question now is on the Judiciary Committee amendment as amended to the main bill. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. According to the rule, the committee rises.
State of the Union reports committee is under consideration of Bill H.R. 433 pursuant House Resolution 403 reports the bill back to the House with an amendment adopting the committee of the whole under the rule. The previous question is on. The question is on the adoption amendment. What purpose does the gentleman...
Let's go to the argument. Let's go to the arguments. This is where they have the arguments near the end, I believe.
Where they have the argument.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear these arguments.
Motion comes on Pat.
And yeah, Latrell, yes, I'm very much aware of the reverb right now. It's just going to be some reverb for the people on the panel can interact with the video, and I can also have the video on the YouTube stream because I'm streaming on YouTube and I am using StreamYard as a secondary source to have people on the stream.
Passage.
I have a motion at the desk, Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman opposed to the bill?
I am.
Gentleman qualifies. The clerk will read the motion.
Mr. Green moves to recommit the bill H.R. 4332 to the Committee on the Judiciary.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Noes have it. Question comes in the passage of the bill. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no.
Mr.
The ayes have
Speaker,
it.
on that I request a recorded vote.
Gentlemen, I request a roll call.
Mr. Speaker, I request a roll call vote.
Gentlemen, I request a roll call. Those in favor of taking this by the ayes and nays will kindly rise. More than required.
I don't even think there are. I don't even think they were even able to get arguments out.
No.
Oh shit! It was that bad.
Conflict. It was so much conflict, man.
Ooh, shit.
It was so much conflict because of that. Because literally the counter argument was the scenarios of it's gonna be a trickle down, red flag laws, where somebody, if you have beef with across the street, they can literally have it where they can be able to get your shit.
Wow.
Yeah, they got red flag laws here in California. They got red flag laws, I think, in like what, 12, 14 states? Like, look that up too.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, oh no, it's all good. It's all good, Latrell. I know my audio. I know exactly when I'm feeding audio into two places that's going to create reverb. I was just letting the people know when they came into the show.
I'll have to give y'all fellas a story.
Okay.
I remember I got pulled over in Center City. You know what I mean? On 16th Street, getting on the 676 ramp. Had me a little 25 on me, and I was licensed to carry. This was years ago. And I let the cops know I was carrying. So they had the gun. They emptied the gun out for me, took the clip out and stuff like that, and told me I can't have nothing in the chamber. And that was about it, and gave it back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they let me go.
So, yeah, we got all into gun laws here. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's a reasonable discussion because with what happened today, all good, Latrell. With what happened today in New York, that's leading heavy into more gun conversation. Even though, like, literally in New York, that doesn't make any sense because there aren't any other laws that can be passed because most of the guns that come in are illegal, and the cops are very much aware of the illegal guns as per the shooting that happened. Was it this year or was it beginning of this year, near the end of last year, where the two cops got shot up in Harlem with the guy
that was walking the beat.
Yeah, walking the beat, responding to a DV. The suspect had a hand clip with the fucking drum magazine, killed the two cops. What happened afterwards is that the police department was monitoring a gun ring in the city that was distributing these guns all throughout the city. And the moment two of theirs got shot and killed is when they decided to bust the gun ring and shut it down. Now, mind you, prior to that, there were little boys and little black boys and black girls getting their heads blown off all throughout the city with stray bullets and gang violence and all this other shit. And all of these guns was tied to this illegal gun ring. So
dirty guns. That's pretty much.
Yeah, and so
in New York, the dirty gun thing.
These gun laws. When people are talking about these gun laws, there's literally like it's like a catch-22. It's like a conundrum. It's all kinds of philosophical, literary elements you can apply to the shit because the law enforcement, like Hurricane, Fast and Furious, Hurricane, whatever the shit was called, will monitor and watch these guns come into these cities and kill people, and will only do something about it when it's one of theirs that get killed by the guns.
Right. Down here, we've been having cops getting shot down here left and right. A cop getting shot in Philly is nothing nowadays. You know what I mean? And it gets reported on the news, and it's like no big deal. Just like somebody else getting killed on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because we just have so much stuff going on here. You know what I'm saying?
Nick says, I was on active duty when this happened. They didn't give exemption to us, and that's when we knew the gig was up.
So they ain't give no exemption to a military person? That's
no,
crazy.
to a cop. Yeah, that's that. Wow. Okay. Wow.
What do you mean?
I believe that was in regards to the Hughes bill, and Nick saying he was on active duty when it happened. They didn't give an exemption to the active duty soldiers, and that's when he said that he knew the gig was up.
Yeah. But I mean, lot of posts. They on a lot of posts, most soldiers, if they can help it, we choose to live off posts. But if you do live on posts, and Tech and I could tell you, the bases nowadays prefer you not to bring a gun on the base. They really like that could get you really in some trouble.
Wow.
No, they're not playing. Especially I think the biggest seal was after the incident that happened in Texas, where the guy ran around in Texas. I think he came to the clinic or the hospital and started shooting. He started killing. And mind you, the hospital is like the least place you would ever think a soldier or anybody would come in there and start shooting. That's kind of a no kill zone. You know what I'm saying? But it happened. So after that, they're like, yo, like even for veterans, like we were to go in there for like VA business and stuff, you better not bring your gun. Do not. They will bring them EOD dogs, and good luck hiding from them. And they will sniff around looking for those guns. So
two things. T-Bird says, what's confusing is how it's not being considered an act of terrorism, even though he was on the watch list and obviously brought into some radical stuff. So to come back to the guy who I started to stream about just a little bit, he has a YouTube channel, if you don't know about it. Frank R. James, his name is. He has a YouTube channel. Earlier in the stream, we went over the YouTube channel. Oh, what am I doing? I could just share the screen again. Hold on. Yeah. See, there we go. I'll just share the screen again. And so you guys can see the screen. So you guys can see the screen as well. Hold on. Keep it taking. Hold on. I'm sorry. 267. So he has a YouTube channel right here, right? And on his YouTube channel, you can see all his videos that he's put out, and on his channels, you can see all the channels that he subscribed to, and then you see a lot of the black YouTube kind of black manospirish type of manospirian type content creators. You got the Black Authority up there, so it's a combination of a lot of like different ideologies with this guy, and then when you watch his videos, it's literally like, and I gotta scroll all the way down to find him. Like, he's a fan of Kevin Samuels, he's a big fan of David Carroll, and so like to go to what, let me see, I can't, it's all the way down here to show you. We got Hassan Campbell up here. Let me see, his David Carroll videos all the way. I missed it. Anyway, is that that's I forgot his name. Kumani, whatever this guy's name is. I know who this guy is. So yeah, and then to come back to what T-Bird is saying, like, it appears that he was radicalized. He bought into some radical stuff, and they're not really trying to consider it terrorism. Maybe why do you guys think that they when they have black people to commit these acts of violence, they try not to call it terrorism?
I gotta hear this.
I'm surprised they didn't consider it. I'm surprised.
You said, why do they try not to call it terrorism?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the DC snipers, that was terrorism.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, listen, I was surprised. I was like, oh snap, that's a father-son sniper duo. The military side of me was like, that's some pretty good sharpshooter.
That shit was crazy.
Like, damn. But then I was like, damn, like me and my people, we have to travel through Virginia. Like, we made it a mandate before we would leave on any convoy or any trips, never to get gas in DC. We never stopped to get gas.
Yeah, it was it was that bad in DC.
Yeah, so that was literally kind of,
yeah, because he was sniping people at gas stations, right?
Yeah. Those are well, you gotta think, at a gas station, you're an easy mark.
Uh-huh.
You have your back, you're facing either the pump or your car, and literally you're just out in the open. Like, I think it was pretty interesting. But the times I was on 95, people would they would stay in their car and try to do the stuff from in the car, like a drive-through, and then they would have somebody in the back seat. I kid you not. That's how much terrorizing that's how scared people were, and for good reason, because you could get shot at the gas station. So he counts as a terrorist. That's a terrorist.
Assassination style type of doing, because you're literally wide in the open, no type of damn, no, that is fucked up.
I think
that is fucked up.
We know the father. He's already like. I think they have to figure out what they're gonna do with the son, because the son wasn't technically of age, but they're gonna probably wait till he's an adult and then they're gonna try him.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a terrorist. No offense, like when it comes to radical sniper shooters, you only got the black boy, the radical pro black boy.
I remember him in Dallas.
Yep, that was one.
Yep.
And you also have one. Now you have the nigga terrorists.
The nigga terror. What was the dude? What was that? Minneapolis when the guy ran through the parade with the van?
That's Kenosha.
Kenosha. That was Kenosha, right?
Yes, Kenosha. That's where the Artec guys. Where the Artec.
Latrell. Yeah, that's Latrell area. Kenosha. Yeah.
Now, if you could do me a favor, you can literally actually pull up what qualifies as a terrorist, like, because it's literally like that of someone doing a massive infliction of fear and damage in a crowd.
Yeah, I think that's what the definition when they spoke about it on the news, that when at that time when it happened.
So, a terrorist can be down to somebody with a knife running around, i.e., the college incident with the man running around.
Oh, I found a video in one. Okay, I'm trying not to play too many videos. This video is a minute.
Terrorist.
Okay,
yeah,
this video is a minute long. Let's okay, this is a minute long. Let's go ahead and hit this real quick. We gotta route the audio again. There we go. We're gonna kill that music. This is a minute long, so it's not that bad.
Okay.
Noun. A person, group, or organization that uses violent action or the threat of violent action to further political goals. Terrorist. Noun. An agent or partisan of the Revolutionary Tribunal during the Reign of Terror in France.
Okay. All right. That's plain and simple. That's plain and simple. Simple enough. Right? That's exactly what you just said.
Right.
Okay.
You now have cyber terrorism.
Uh-huh.
Cyber terrorism. This is why you have it.
Oh, hold on. One second. My fault. I'm still feeding in the audio. Okay, we're good now. All right, go ahead.
This is why I kind of worry about the manosphere talking points, because it's already, the studies have already been done by certain colleges and therapy. It's falling in line with occultic talking points.
Yeah. You see, he quoting up here directly David Carroll.
So when it comes to that, and y'all don't have to believe me, see over, I think you've even done some of the research on that too. And
yes.
Different other people. So it ain't just when you're looking at that, and then
it ain't just clout chasing.
It's not the clout chasing, and you look at so this, understand, people, your algorithms tell your mind state of, like, this computers read off. Well, what kind of things are you interested in? And what do you want to watch, and what do you want to follow? So when they ask you, what do you follow and what do you go by, your doctrines, just like, well, this is why I believe what I have to do, because these sacrilegious dogs are evil. Oh, okay, so this guy's definitely a terrorist or some occultic weirdo. And this is why they start making these little manifests, and these things happen. So this guy set out to do that, and he followed by the doctrines of his whatever he believed in. It's pretty serious. It's pretty serious. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of these people online do have some occultic followings, and I know people don't want to believe. There's no way a black person could have an occult. Shit.
I mean, there's a part on his. There's many parts in his channel where he talks about these black bitches gonna die and they're gonna suffer, and I mean verbatim, and I mean, there's people that repeat that exact thing verbatim. So, VG Tech Life says, was he a terrorist or mentally ill person?
And see, let me throw this in there too, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's why I always push, like, think it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like when I first would get into conversations with people, I would just always push that I mean, you should think for yourself, do the research yourself, whatever, and come up with your own conclusions. Don't just listen to something somebody say. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always pointed out that, well, I looked at it like this. I mean, it's everybody on YouTube got an opinion, just like they got a booty hole at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
got
right.
a booty hole.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So everybody had an opinion too, but that don't mean you have to follow every word. You pick out what's beneficial to you, but every word ain't gonna apply to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people on here that are easily influenced by just listening to somebody. And if you think about it, I mean, a lot of these people be online, most of the day listening to all these different people that they like and follow. You know what I'm saying? And so it could turn into, I mean, it is almost cultish, kind of like what BMT said. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, it's almost like you get a euphoric fix every time you hear this.
I think one of the terms,
talk about how you want to talk. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I think one of the terms that you can apply, I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, parasocial relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Exactly. It's crazy though, but that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, just think for yourself, that, and I'm gonna have to hop out, see over.
No problem, man.
Work on some stuff, but I'm gonna keep listening in the background as well. I mean, chat.
I appreciate you for joining me.
Keystone and Real Deal Financial. Good to see you again.
Salute.
Man. All right,
Salute, I like the, man. By the way, I did like the gun collection too.
For sure.
Y'all ever remember watching the old channel G4 Tech TV?
Hell yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
All the time, BMT.
That's what I was hoping the Black Manosphere would have been, or just like this sector of, even without the racial thing, I was just hoping that's what this space would have been. Like, holy crap, I found the YouTube side of G4 TV, like, we're going to be talking about anime and tech and TV shows and stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm all down for that. And yeah, okay, I get it. We want to talk about girls here or there. But then they just kept going on and on and on and on. Like, am I like in the land of like story never ends and we're walking in the fog of mood and stuff? Like, it just kept getting dreary stories. And that's how a lot of people get sucked in. Like, it's like, your selling talking point, and I remember, was on tech of film and cameras and getting stuff like that. And I would love how you had the music. Well, you had a different salesman that sold feelings, and I can make y'all feel better by telling y'all you're not the problem, or your issue is because of this or that. And then if you start reading, and I know a lot of people say, well, no, you don't have to believe it. But if you're not mentally grounded, and let's be honest, society is not really mentally grounded like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not. Like, you don't.
I mean, even with or without mental illness.
Right. Like, you don't know what people like. If the guy who works at McDonald's is like 2 burger fries from going over the edge, what do you think somebody else who literally could lose anything at any time? Like, a lot of people are like close to getting pushed over the edges these days. So, it's not unheard of that, and this is why actually Facebook is dealing with right now a massive lawsuit, because they found out that the people who built it, they literally were targeting young, impressionable adolescents. But they didn't think that, oh, snap, we can also target impressionable people that literally are down on their luck. And so when we learn how to tap into that of the dark side of the tube, you know what I'm saying? it's a marketable resource, but you're starting to build a following where some of these people, just like you got the crazy Christians or people of religions or doctrines or different isms. You now the youth now social media. I think they had it where this one guy who was like, he believed the only way he can get cleanse women is by killing them. And I think I did a story on the guy. He had a prostitution problem, so he went to an Asian sex parlor and started killing women.
Oh shit!
What the heck?
What?
Literally,
That's not the hot yoga Tallahassee thing, right?
That was the one. In I think it was the Georgia one.
Okay.
It was a white. And see, that's the thing about it. When people think about incels,
Tallahassee, goddamn.
They never see. And the thing about it is, not every story gets put on the news.
No, it doesn't.
Not every story. It doesn't get put on the news because then you'd be freaking out. I think that's why I said like every gun story, you don't really want to put them all on the news. But I think that's the thing about it where I agree. And I said one time, everybody thought I was being evil. I said, yo, dude, like, it was good while it lasted, but the man of the spirit is done. I think it's time that we all get in our life pods and get jettisoned into space. And whatever's left, we'll find each other. You know what I'm saying?
T-Bird has something. People are trapped in their own echo chambers where their ideologies are constantly reinforced. It's even worse now with social media.
Confirmation bias. That's the whole point in terms of confirmation bias. We find ad pieces to confirm our point that's in our head. So that's the problem. That's a lot of that.
That's true, and that's true about the incels too. This internet has made more incels come out the closet than anything that I ever seen in my lifetime.
I used to like them on. I grew up on back pages where you had to. I'm killing Buzzard, Berserker 249. Like, I grew up on forums like that. So those were like, that's what I said, like, those were the dark web, where people used to put their dark intentions or what they thought about stuff like Xbox players. Listen, Xbox players are the most racist people, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. Like, F you, N-word, like, you suck.
You dirty nigger.
Yeah, oh God, like I'm having flashbacks. Shut up with that.
Damn. Oh shit. Yeah. You're be a black person on Call of Duty and play with an AK and get the highest kill score. You must be a black nigger because there's no way. I'm like, oh God. Man, they call you that.
Go back to Africa.
See, we got that one right, man. That second one was like Modern Warfare.
I got that in GTA 5.
Type of people on Facebook.
Why don't you go back to Africa?
I gotta get off of it. I can't play Call of Duty no more, man. I'm not getting shamed no more, man.
Yeah, man, listen. My dude that was in my chat room, Real Brother 32, when he turns his chat on sometimes when them white boys get scrapped up, they start calling all kinds of names and they start saying all types of stuff. White boys and white girls, man. Mm-hmm.
White girls love that N-word. I'll tell you that
man.
now. They love it.
So back to what you were saying, BMT.
And so what happens is, I don't like. For me, I guess my like I said, I had my nerd moment. But thank God I had things to reach out to, like, like going out there to, like,
Hey, and you see people subscribing to the channel and watching his video, right? He was at 119 at the beginning of the stream. Now he's at 2,100. This video had 22,000 views. Now it has 53,000 views. So people are coming to the channel. And so this is how dangerous this shit is right now. This is ticking. So let me just, right now, with this situation, right? It may be something, it may be nothing. But this is like literally right now a ticking time bomb, because the more eyes that comes to this channel trying to figure out what this guy's motive was, and they start surveying this content on his channel, then they start looking at all these channels that he's watching, right? someone can go ahead and with Stretch Armstrong and reach to a conclusion about a couple of things by looking at what he watched and looking at what he said and combining the two. And that's just right now, because you can already see, like, he has the whole, you know, black bitches thing, right? So that's already clearly established. He has that thing down pack, right? So then he got the deranged pro-black thing down pack too. So he has that down packed as well. So right, this is kind of a ticking time bomb with this one, man.
It's gonna be used as a weapon against us too.
Well, not against me. This shit ain't got nothing to do with me. But
nothing to do with me.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with me, man.
Shit.
We talk about stocks and bonds. On my
Yeah,
channel.
we talk like this is a blip right now. This is a blip on the radar for me. This ain't got nothing to do with me, B.
I told people go to work. Everybody shut up. All right, I'll go to work.
Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
I think
Get
that's
out.
the thing about it. That's why, if you remember back in the day, they used to read, like, we have the killer's letter, and we're going to read it here on the news station. And after a while, guess what happened? All of a sudden, you have a whole death-worshiping cult. Oh, my God. It was so revelation. That's why, what did they stop doing? They stopped reading the killer's memoir or last word.
Uh-huh.
They stopped doing it. To me, I'm gonna be honest. When people do things like this, if they had a channel, I believe Google should just shut it down. Like, let me shut it down. Well,
BG says that his channel probably gonna get shut down on the 21st because that's the YouTube payday.
Right. They probably have to, like, I would just shut it down, because honestly, like, sometimes it's better not. There are some people that are interested, like, wow. Like, I remember when Tommy, and this happened to Tommy when I think there was a woman, Tommy did a show about a man who went up on the stairs and killed his baby mother on the courthouse stairs.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Well, I thought she was about to say the one with the guy pushed the girl off the balcony.
No, that was the other. See, when Tommy was doing videos like that, it started attracting a certain type of energy of people.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What happened to Tommy later on, Silva? What happened to Tommy, Key? They shut down his channel because they were like, yo, your channel, though he wasn't doing it, but it was channeling a certain type of crowd of people.
It was only a matter of time.
Right. And literally it's a power. I get it. Like, and some people say, no, people ain't that dumb. You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. Like T-Bird says, his channel shouldn't be up if he did it any other time. Platforms like these take channels and pages down. Yeah, you're correct. Like, when there's a person who has a channel that's tied to a violent act that injures and maims, like, that channel usually gets sniped. But that's usually if the channel posted some video related to that incident. That there's also that. Because what's this guy named Dylan Roof? You could still find his videos on YouTube, but he posted his shit online. No, not Dylan Roof. No, what's the other dude? Not Dylan Roof. What's the dude? The half Asian one. What was this? What's this fucking guy's? No. What's the dude name? Man, Elliot Rogers. There we go. Elliot Rogers. You could have still found his shit on YouTube, even after he did it.
It's one of those things right now. We're gonna have to find. People are gonna have to find other things to market or talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's and honestly, that's not a bad thing to actually want. I find other things. I used to talk about firearms.
Mm-hmm.
I slowed down and changed up after they started cracking down. You don't see that many gun channels like that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they got rid of gun channels way before they even attacked flat earthers, man.
Right. I was like, they came at us.
Brother Sanchez had to pivot from that flat earth shit.
Yeah, that shit, that flat earth snapping, that was the fiercest.
I actually like the flat earthers.
I
actually
thought the
enjoyed
shit, man. I thought the flat Earth stuff was so entertaining. Be
Man,
like,
my loan officer is a flat earther, bruh.
that shit is entertaining. Be like, I thought that shit was entertaining type shit to listen to. So I ain't even gonna front. Like, I've come home tired one time. I put on a little flat Earth documentary and I just listened to the shit and I just followed you because I thought the shit was entertaining, but they sniped that shit. And the thing that led up to that, right, was, and that was the same thing when it came to that red pill MGTOW stuff, right? Is that what led up to that was the government really getting tired, and government really needing to personally address it, right? So when it came to flat Earth, they had, and I said that on Super Slide channel, the Senate Congressional Hearing Panel, whatever it's called, whichever one it's called, Senate Congressional, whichever one. They pulled the tech company, representative of the tech companies out here, and they held up the content and they held up the tweets, and they simply asked, "What are you gonna do about it?" And that's when the authoritative content comment came, and that's when the algorithm decided to, algorithmically demote non-authoritative content. So if you're looking at this perspective when it comes to like looking at that government report from the Homeland Security and FBI, when you're looking at Manosphere, Red Pill, MGTOW, Incel, that type of content, like all it's going to take is more incidents of these radicalized people, no matter how deeply or loosely connected they are with the type of content that they're making and the creators, to do these kind of attacks where people are injured or fatally injured, either or, it doesn't matter at this point, to where, these senators in Congress and these three-letter agencies are going to decide, and they're going to pull these tech companies again to the line, and they're going to hold up these videos like this guy's channel here. They're going to pull up these channels. They're going to pull up these tweets, these blog posts, all of this content on social media. They're going to simply ask these people, what are you going to do about this?
But the sick part about it is a lot of these niggas would say, well, we finally made it. We made it mainstream because BMT. Well, we just trying to get mainstream.
Listen,
that's the move. That's the matter. We just trying to get mainstream. BMT can tell you because BMT.
Listen, that mainstream shit. You're at the position right now.
Jason too. That's crazy.
Yeah, where you don't want that. You want to separate yourself as far as possible from people like this, because even though some people may find this shit in people like, because look, listen to the guy. You can listen to him for yourself, right? You can hear the guy. Black History Month rant, right? This is gonna be a good one, right? You can listen to this dude yourself, and he sounds like people, right? That
attack each other.
That are on panels, right? So
master.
Listen to him.
And you have to be aware of this. And there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of ugliness in the black community we refuse to deal with. As I told you many times before, I work for a company. You have to be aware of this. You have to be aware of this, brothers. If you're a heterosexual male, you should still heterosexual. You have to be aware of this. You have a lot of damaged, broken, bitter, angry, violent black females out here.
There you go, right there. It didn't even take no more than 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay? So it didn't take no more than 1 minute and 30 seconds.
That video gonna get playtime in the Senate, in the House of Congress. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all are smart, y'all better get y'all goddamn monkey butt far away from that shit. Because them black women are getting a protection bill. It's already being put out there for them. Not looked at. They are getting that protection bill. And all they're gonna do is say, you see right here?
You see
what
this?
we gotta worry about?
Who have been legitimately abused.
And now it's like
that have been molested, that have been mistreated, that have been tricked into doing certain things. And they're full of anger and they're full of hate. They can't take that anger and hate out on their perpetrator, the person who is originally abused them.
And so they find a substitute. And that substitute could be you.
Look, hey, verbatim. That's
Shit.
That's verbatim. That's many a panel, right? That's many a chat room, right? That's many of T-Bird subscribe. Oh, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subscription. T-Birds, it's government infrastructure, bureaucracy in large cities. Stuff falls all the time in New York and New Jersey. I mean, and like I said on Superside, it's like it's not if but when. It's not if but when. It's not if but when, right? And when was today? Yesterday. It's 2:00. When was yesterday? So when's the next one, right? The next when is the next bugged out, homeless, deranged, mentally challenged, mentally ill? Like who is he gonna follow, right? Is he gonna comprise of Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit, David Carroll, the Black Authority, Tasha K. King? Like what other content creators are gonna radicalize the next person that decides that they want to go onto a train, a plane, a crowded area, a Toys R Us, a supermarket, a mall, and decide he wants to exact his manifesto upon the people? Right?
Yo, I'm looking at this motherfucker, and you know somebody's actually right now making a case for this dude.
I can hear it. I can hear it in my head.
Talking about what's calling out radical feminist problem in the black community.
Whoa.
Him.
Wait a minute. Are you saying there's a video?
Like dead live. I'm dead ass serious.
Whoa. Put that in the thing, the private chat.
Big dog, I need a wrench because you need to
hold
throw
on
me a wrench one time.
Hold on. Can you say something in the chat then so I can?
All right, for sure.
It's crazy, right? But
I'm looking at this in real time. You got somebody that's giving this dude props. Sorry, BMT, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. It's crazy because I used to email and talk with David Carroll. And it's interesting. It's kind of interesting, scary. If you ever pull up a David Carroll video, and you look at how David Carroll has his head shaved, wears glasses and everything.
Yep.
This man is copying the man.
Bruh, I played the video where he played David Carroll's video. Did you see that part?
This dude.
Wait, BMT. You didn't see the part?
I thought I was seeing my old friend's ghost. Like, what?
Wait, you don't see the David Carroll video right here?
Like,
hold on, wait.
And you seen the title of this video. And again, this is y'all's Valentine's Day, and I'm sitting back and I'm listening to all these Negroes, and they talking about what they gonna get their girlfriend and their wives for Valentine's Day. Ordering flowers. I ain't ordering no flowers to no female. She get any flowers for me, it's gonna be a dozen of dandelions. Are you serious? You think I'm gonna go out and order a dozen of roses for any female? Come on now, stop. The only way I'm gonna order flowers for her is if I'm sending it to her funeral.
Nigga, bro.
You know, I used to listen to Dave. But then after a while, I had to stop. Because David Carroll, and I don't care how y'all feel, David Carroll has some demons. And he has some things going on with him. And so
one second, real quick, real deal. Can you drop that video that you said where someone's making a case for him?
Let me put it right here.
It's crazy, man.
Bro, like
That's crazy.
Like I mean, listen, I'm not and I'm not one of those down with the manosphere type of people, but I'm just looking at obvious shit. Like it ain't rocket science on this side of the mic for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not.
I thought I was seeing David Carroll's ghost, yo.
Bro, when I listen, let me tell you what happened. I saw a YouTube channel, right? And the guy had mentioned the dude's channel. I'm like, this thing got a YouTube channel. I typed the shit in, and I start. And the first thing you do when you're doing Louis, okay, who does he follow? And I looked at the follow, and I'm looking like, yo, this is Black YouTube. This is the Black Manosphere. What the fuck? I said, man, don't let me see O'Shea up there. I said, all right, so I don't see O'Shea. Okay, cool. Then I go look at his videos, and I'm like, okay, so look at his videos. And then I see fucking David Carroll. I was like, oh, shit. This nigga got David Carroll. Bro, let me see something. Okay, so that link isn't working. Can you put that link in the StreamYard chat instead, so I can? Because for whatever reason,
I can't do it, man. Because I'm literally looking at it from my cell phone device.
can you
I don't
share?
know what is going on?
Oh, because it's pulling up the studio. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, let me try this instead. Let me see something. Let me see. We can do this. We can go here, paste, and just remove the studio, and go YouTube.
So, you know, she's a hoe. We know she's a stinker.
Okay. The Prophet of Truth 88. Okay, I know this because it adds the studio to the end of it. The Prophet of Truth was calling out radical feminism. Wait a minute. That's the video that I'm looking at.
I swear people are crazy. People make points for the craziest people, don't they?
Yo, that's the video I was looking. We were just looking at this video. The Prophet of Truth was calling out radical feminism problem in the black. Bro, you can't make this shit up.
What?
You can't make this up. Hold on.
Win the popularity contest with a fucking stinking nigga.
Oh my God.
This nigga's not gonna be drawn closer. This is some shit that makes him that validates, justifies him being.
I understood this. Some people just want to see things burn.
I mean, it don't matter who's burning or what exactly is burning.
Then type in this crazy fucker right here. WAPTEK1.
WAPTEK1. Whack Tech 1?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Crazy fuckhead right here.
Oh shit.
That's why we need a cybercrime bill.
Who is this guy?
When you type up his name, when you type up Prophet, that comes up too.
Waptech Whitaker, Prophet of Truth. Okay, there we go.
Prophet of Truth 88. Prophet of Doom 888.
What are we watching?
Previous channel name. 62-year-old Frank R. James, who rented a U-Haul.
So that just shows you.
What the fuck is this? Johnny Mnemonic? What is this shit?
Man, what was this Elden Ring?
You're maidenless. You're maidenless runt.
I can't be watching this shit. Yo, you trying to give me nightmare, bro?
Nah, man, I fucks with the Elden Ring, man. I beat it. I'm on New Game Plus.
Right now, bro. What y'all saying?
Yeah, I'm on New Game Plus, man. That shit, I like it, man.
Fuck you, dog.
That shit, man. Hey, listen, I cheat my ass off in games. I'm a cheating motherfucker. I cheat my ass off.
Y'all motherfucker, how the fuck are these dudes getting New Game Plus and shit?
Well, some people play this shit fair. Well, I'll be honest with you. Some people play this shit fair. I just be cheating my ass. I don't give a fuck.
Bruh, I'm getting my ass stomped in by fucking everything.
Yeah, man.
I be thinking every time I think of OP, a rock can come by and kill me. I'm like,
Hold on, she's talking now. She's talking.
And here we are in Philadelphia.
I want to see.
Shit going on out there. So you fuck up.
Goddamn, boy, David Carroll had a son out there, bro.
I said he was the son of David Carroll, man. That motherfucker, he copied his whole swagger.
Oh man, I thought that was David Carroll. I said David Carroll.
Hold on, let me see what she's saying. Let me see what she's saying. What is she saying though? She's not saying anything.
A woman agrees? Oh shit.
This is a woman. I just want to hear her say. See, this is not fair use because she's not even talking.
She's just playing his videos.
I heard a lot of women are the problem, but we can't blame the women, so we'll just try.
Yeah, but she's not even. Okay, let's see what her channel's about so we can understand a little bit. Thanks to the.
Is that the good mother, the white girl?
Is this? Oh, this is okay. This is the okay. All right. This is the girl. I think Aaron Fountain was talking to her one time, right? If I'm not mistaken. That's how I've seen her before. Or am I wrong? What is she?
I want to share, and I'm gonna have.
Oh yeah, she's like the female pick me for manosphere shit. Okay, I got you. That's what she is. I've seen her before. Yeah. She's like the female.
We gotta get out, bro. Us three gotta get out of this space, bro.
That shit. Oh, I'm not in any space.
We gotta go to Barbados. We gotta go to Barbados. We gotta go to Barbados and lead it.
Yo. Okay. So this is the okay.
Bullets, bro.
I seen her before. She's the female manosphere pick me chick. I seen her channel before. I've come across her channel before. I know who this is. I've seen her before. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, she's kind of trying to make. I don't know. That's I'm speechless.
That is a hard press, ain't it?
I'm speechless. I don't know how you can I don't even know how you can stretch that one. I don't even know how you can stretch that. That's not even. I would simply just left this one alone. I mean that's the best thing I could have told. Like anyone would have asked me, I just leave it alone. Just anyway, just leave this shit alone. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up here, man. It's been on.
You can't end this now. Nah, nigga, we need to have this shit for another 10, 15 minutes.
I'm just okay. Let's just.
It has to end in a positive note. It will just end in a very grim.
Well, I mean, it's not real. Well, the thing is, like, I mean, it's not.
This shit is grim because this is real life, and we know.
Yeah, this is. I mean, okay, so on a positive note, like, I mean, it all soon come to an end. I guess, like.
Oh, it will.
I mean, I honestly, like, where we at now? We're at 2,200 subscribers, 63,000 views on this first video. So, like, by tomorrow afternoon, probably 100K. Yeah, this channel needs to go. Yeah, the channel needs to go.
It needs to be completely terminated. And the other weirdo.
Yeah, he gonna play Elden Ring. You gonna get squashed by Margit.
I don't give a fuck. I had to deal with Margaret. Y'all already got y'all got y'all coming of the fire coming.
Look.
I can deal with this. I can be. I'm proud to be a tarnished.
If right, but you're a maidenless.
Let me get out of
Foolish tarnish.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, man. I mean, there's things like this that's gonna happen, and it's gonna point to certain areas of the internet, social communities, and it's gonna be whatever the narrative is, whether it's real or not, it's going to continue to happen, man. I would just advise people to not try to take advantage of it, to try to gain popularity or views, because it ain't worth it, man. This shit right here, like, this guy is repeating verbatim talking points, mimicking their personas. Like, this, he looks like Tito right there with the face mask shit. I remember.
The side effects of their activity is something that you can't deny. I mean,
like,
busting.
This shit's a joke, man. Like, so I'm actually a little speechless now. I can't front. But
I'm speechless too, nigga. How you think I feel, man? How you think I feel? My head hurt, man.
I'm a little speechless. I was surprised when I found the YouTube channel and I looked at the YouTube channel, because this is like a typical black YouTube type channel. Like, it really is, bro.
It really is. So that means that. Damn. Man, the federales, they gonna fuck around and do a sweep. Cause they gonna use this nigga.
Bro, they gonna use this nigga as an example. And they gonna say, you niggas and all of these channels like it, we gonna get y'all up out of here. We gonna get these content. They already got, like, what did it for me was, the mentioning that he was on the FBI terrorist watch list. And I'm like, wait a minute. How is he on the watch list without committing any acts of terrorism? And you look at his channel, you're like, oh shit, if that's true, that means they were monitoring the content on his fucking channel, B. That's the only way he would. This dude is 62. Yeah, I think he was like 62 or something like that. That's the only reason. That's the only way that you'll get on the watch list, B. If you're fucking if they're watching your content, if they're monitoring your content, if your content is hitting certain, data points and keywords and whatever the terminology you can apply to it.
Yeah, man. That's why I don't.
I mean, I don't fuck with that shit. I talk about tech and stuff like that. So I don't dabble with any of this stuff because I didn't already seen the writing on the wall last year when I did my research, and that's why I left the stuff alone completely.
Motherfuckers saw too much.
Yeah. I saw it, like, bro. I did my research and I saw it on the screen, and I looked up things and I was looking at the numbers and I was like, oh no, yeah, we gonna sidestep this and we're good. We're completely good now. I don't even want to talk about the stuff like that, and I haven't. But this one was too. I couldn't ignore this, and I couldn't not talk about this shit, yo. When I saw David Carroll, when I saw him featuring David Carroll on the channel, I was like, oh shit. That's David Carroll.
Dude,
hey. Hey, I wish him. Hey, man, I wish people the best, man.
The over, man.
I wish people. Wild. I wish people. Hey, B. I wish y'all the best, man. I wish y'all have fun with the content comp on this, man. You say whatever you gotta say on this, man. Have fun with this shit, man. It is what it is.
See over, man. Salute to you, big dog. I don't know, man. I gotta watch something else. I gotta get this shit out of my mind.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and.
This is crazy, man.
This shit is wild, B. This is wild, man. It's like when you hear about a panel, when you hear a panel and you listen to a panel now, like, you're gonna hear this guy because they sound just like him. Hey, listen. I didn't. Child, man. I'm gonna play some music for this outro.
Thank you.
Real deal, man. It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you for pulling up to the stream, man. I haven't done a panel in a very long time. I appreciate you for joining me.
Like, we got a social responsibility to gather here, man. We got a social responsibility, man. People actually look up to y'all. Peace.
Peace, man.
I'm gone.
All right, man. Peace. Yo, Real Deal Financial, man. Shout out to Real Deal. We're gonna drop this StreamYard right here, man. I'm gonna come back to you guys. But I don't got a scene set up for this. We're just gonna leave it here for now then. Yeah, man. This shit is not a joke, man. I mean, line of the year, right? Line of the year. I forgot what the line was. I have to play it back. Everybody sub to the channel. I appreciate it. Check out Real Deal Financial as well. He got a channel as well. If you like what you hear and like what you're seeing, definitely sub to the channel. I don't do content like this all the time. This is a spur of the moment because this is my city. I do live here in New York City. So it is something that is, it pertains to me and I want to talk about it, man. Look, man, I'm just going to say this, man. Like, what you say online, man, is very important, man. You have to, a lot of people, when they have a platform and they get a mic and they get a camera and they want to talk online, they have to be mindful, man. It's time. Damn, yeah, they have to be mindful, man, that, like, what you're saying can impact people in very different ways, yo. And whether or not this guy is the actual suspect that did the crime today, that did the attack on Brooklyn subway system in Sunset Park, remains to be seen. He is a suspect of interest. So if he's innocent, he's innocent. I'll apologize. Many people will apologize. But it's so important, yo, for people to take care and be responsible for what they're saying online. Be responsible for their actions online, because you don't know how much influence you have over another person through that screen or in that chat room. And you don't know if that influence, yo, could be positive or negative. And in this case, if all of these things line up, and if this is true, this man has been influenced negatively by the content that he consumed on the internet with these different platforms, with these different content creators. So in closing, man, you got to be careful what you're saying online. Because you don't know that what you consider to be a joke, when you're panel, you're going to hit. When you're a panel, oh, there we go. That's the line. Oh shit, that is the line of the year right there. When you're on a panel, you're going to hear this guy. Yeah. When you're on a panel, you're going to hear him. Because he sounds like everybody that joins these panels talking about this nonsense. When you're on a panel, you're going to hear him. And that's unfortunate, man. And it shouldn't be that way, right? It shouldn't be that way. But that's why people have to be mindful of what they're saying online, man. With the jokes, take care of yourselves in each other. Right? Take care of yourselves. Mind what you're saying, man. Because you don't know the influence you have on other people. You really don't. And that's all I got for you guys. I had to come on just for this. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. We're going to have a little different outro. We're just going to play some music. You leave. Stay for the tunes if you want. It's all good for me. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Till next time, thank you, goodbye, and good night.
I've been waiting all night. Watch you blow up my life. Please don't come over, 'cause you're not sober. Yeah, now you know that ain't right. If your dude knew you was coming over, that would be a problem. Yeah. If our friends knew undercover love and they would try to solve it, yeah. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and you. Me and you, what we do, it stays between me and you. Please.
It was all a big mistake, never meant to miss the date. I was caught up with my friends, I forgot that we had plans. So the roses on the floor and found the champagne by the door. All my favorite things, they were there except for you. You were gone. Now I'm here all alone, and I really wish you'd just pick up your phone. Called you like 1,000 times, you saw my name and hit decline. Pick up, pick up. Told you once, I'll tell you twice, baby, I apologize. So pick up your
Honestly, I shouldn't. Caught up in my feelings, messed up and I'm sprung. Something in your smile that it makes me wanna come over. Can I come over? I wanna come over. Thinking about your ocean. Swimming pool is closed and I'm in the deep end. The waves are washing over. I know I'm not sober. Can I come closer? I wanna come over. When you leave me like that, girl, don't do me like that. Ooh, when I think about that, I'll be coming right back on. Girl, don't do me like. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Look. Yeah. Down low. Up top. On my way to the bag at the bus stop. Some blow. Some flop. I ain't get my shot yet, but I'm gon' pop. Don't stop. Keep going. I got this mantra in my head and make me keep flowing. Pour shots. Keep pouring. It's no more vodka in my head. Got no release for it. I see a flip. I make a flip. I'm a hustler. I just hit a lick. This that double shift. This that overtime. I'm on my job, player. You know I was born to grind. It's for my people standing up until they back hurt. It's for my people standing up to get the cash, sir. My minimum wage niggas and all my cash clerks. This shit I gotta do, but yo, I need the bag first. This system fucking with me way before my bachelor's. They fucking with me, yo, they say I need a master's. They must have never heard me rap, that's a fact.
Standing on the porch in the night, thinking how we used to be way back in time. Barefoot on the grass, open skies. I can feel it every time I close my eyes. Yeah. Can you remember when we were young and free, like queens up on the thrones? Never surrender, we're having too much fun. Could feel it in my bones. I was never taking my hand, leading the way, staying the night. Looking at you, making your moves, there is no silence. I wish you'd never let go. All this moving in the zone, I'ma lose it out of control. Yeah. Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out. Yeah. Baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. When we go, we lose track of time. You and I, we to me. Never have I felt this way. I hope you feel the same. I'ma lose it out of control. Looking so sweet, but you're dynamite. I just wanna dance with you. Feeling that burn, I'm not getting out. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you make me lose my mind. Maybe you wanna stay the night. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough. When we go, we lose track of time. You and I, we can stay inside. Time goes fast, I don't care. I've known you long enough.
Yeah, he sets my body in motion. He knows how to turn things up. And he knows what gets me going. Yeah, like a little text saying, hey, what's up? They look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us, thinking we are too much. Look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us. Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late.
Took me for granted. Don't recognize you anymore. Once we